Oh, I think I gotta go to the shit. All right.
The fuck? Come on now. Come on, man. What the fuck? Hold on. What the fuck? The fuck is going on, man?
Yeah. Sound bad. Somebody might sound bad.
Ooh. What the fuck, man? Yo, what's good? What's happening with y'all? We live, right?
Yeah, we live, but I don't hear a bone.
I don't know the hell you doing.
And if people in the chat, if y'all can hear her, let me know.
So there. No, I didn't mute it like I usually do it because I didn't rip it. I just did it live. Shout out to
Oh, all right.
this is 100 Live X, aka Xbox has no games, aka we don't give two flying fracks. What's going on, man? Y'all see what's in the title. What's up? We got Flip Money in the building. What's up with your money?
Ain't shit. You know how it is. It's all
And then
there.
saw there.
Shit.
Then we
Shit.
and then
Man.
we got my man, the pothead gamer, aka Infrared Beam. What's good, G?
What's happening with y'all? What's going on, man? It's all there. We all here. You already know. Let's get this shit going. Shit funny as hell, but let's get it.
So I'm gonna let y'all go first. How y'all like with Kotaku, Huapu, whatever the fuck they names is? How you feel how they said in their tweet today? Y'all see the tweet?
Well, yeah, I saw that shit early this morning.
Well, shit. Go ahead, Bean. You seen it early this morning. I'm just hearing
Yeah,
something.
I saw that. Yeah, man. So this morning I woke up, brushed my teeth, washed my face and shit. You know what I mean? Got myself together, checked my Twitter, and the first tweet I saw was from Lady Infamous. You know what I mean? So shout out to her, Grown Woman Gaming, right? So I saw her and she had quote tweeted the shit or whatever, and I read. I'm like, yo, Microsoft ad new ad campaign or some shit like that. Like I'm paraphrasing now. For us, like it's too black. Like yo, like okay, so like oh no. I'm sorry, black as hell. That is
Yeah.
black as hell. Like what the fuck that supposed to mean? Like yo, so you mean like on that note, I mean, and we got all these little fake woke ass gamers out here in the community and all that. And I mean, on every side, on the Xbox side, the PlayStation side, even the Nintendo side. Like now, like your favorite whatever, like website, whatever, like blogger, say some foul shit on some racial undertone type shit, like, and y'all don't say nothing at all, like what type of shit is that? Like now. I agree with Bonehead, and I mean, so I barely saw a lot of people in the community say anything about this shit. And I mean, so on that note, and I mean, yeah, I'm kind of pissed off about that. And I mean, like that shit was uncalled for. You know what I'm talking about? So, and that's how I feel about that. Now let me roll this weight up real quick. Let me roll up. Y'all go ahead.
Man, Like I saw Bloody talk about it. I saw Kid Smooth talking about it, and a couple of my man Darby talking about it. That's kind of fucked up. How do you feel about it, Flip? Before I go off on these motherfuckers,
You want okay? Okay. I think well,
huh?
you know what? Put my controller down. You know, it's sad to even hear that it's this type of racism shit. Baki, you need to get in here. It's some type of undertone racism shit in video games. It's bad enough. We already got these little kids and grown ass men running around on Xbox Live or whatever game joint that you're playing. I doubt it. But saying racial slur and racial remark. We already done seeing what's going on here. We already understand why Black Lives Matter. So we're gonna have to be Black Lives Matter in the video game now. Now I'm trying to understand because I didn't see it. I just seen it when you just seen it
Mm-hmm.
to me like 20 minutes ago. This is what I mean by these motherfucking video game media outlets be on some bullshit. This is the fuckery that I be talking about that they do. Because we're talking about video games, playing games. Microsoft want to have fun. Microsoft want to sit up here and want to have fun with it, throw a little R&B twist with it. Now, us as black people didn't find that racism within it at all. We like it. So my thing is, what's wrong with R&B? Because there's white people who trying to emulate us. I'm just telling the truth. You got so many different white people, R&B white group that as they grew up, they modeled up. Their building block of harmony was based off of what Boyz II Men. So now you're saying this is nothing but for black people. Come on, man. This is the bullshit I'm talking about, man. Like Microsoft can't do nothing without someone coming up with some real slick shit. Now you got the racist shit. But we ain't gonna talk about when Sony had all the emails talking about all the black actors and shit like that. Between when I think it was a female head chick
That's a
and
fact.
going email back and
That's a
forth
fact.
talking about
That's a fucking fact.
black fucking actors and shit. Good black actors. Talking about Kevin Hart, what's his name? What was the other guy's name?
Denzel.
Denzel Washington, Samuel L. Jackson, Will Smith. They talk about all that shit. But yet, you PlayStation guys are the one that's starting bullshit. If this is not proof, I don't know what the fuck is. Because who sit up here and say that advertisement is black as hell? What do you thought was going to happen? A lot of black people's going to get fucking mad like, yeah, this shit is black as hell. What's black as hell about R&B?
But Flip, and all of them ain't black.
I mean,
You got a
I
white
know.
dude. You got a Puerto
And you
Rican
got a
guy. You
Hispanic
got a
dude,
white
right?
guy. Yeah, that
Like,
group is diverse. So how you gonna say that's all black? Because I swear to take y'all motherfuckers
yo,
down
same
now.
thing. See other thing of links.
I swear.
Yeah, but I mean I just don't get it. Just because Microsoft is in a perfectly good space. Let me see this. Do you see anybody in Sony? I don't see nobody within the Sony
Yeah,
corporation
I'm
that's
finna get my
black.
zinc on this
That's
motherfucker.
black.
Zinc,
Go ahead.
zinc, send me a DM. Cause I don't
Yeah,
know where you
I
at
don't
down
see.
my timeline. Send me a
Yeah,
DM.
you
I'll
got
bring your
yeah.
ass in this motherfucker. Yeah, cause I didn't that I actually saw it this morning, but the get along game wasn't on this morning at the same time, so I couldn't say my piece. But I saw like what this have to do.
I don't
But
understand that.
where are our gaming community right now talking about this? Where is these quote unquote big time YouTubers or influencers talking about this? Where's the Risk Tech USA's talking about this? What fat ass Boogie talking
You
about
know,
this shit?
you know what's funny? IGN liked it. They did a podcast today, and they liked it. They
See,
was like, "Oh, I'm glad Microsoft is feeling themselves, and they're in a space where though they want to play around with it. They having fun with it. So
Right.
we can't have fun with advertisement.
I think it was slick. That shit was
Like
kind of
I
the
don't
technical.
shit was
understand it.
funny. We talked about that shit all yesterday.
Yeah, that shit
Yes,
was
it's funny. I mean, yes,
it's
it's
fun.
funny
Like it was
that a group
lighthearted.
from the '90s, all for one, from the '90s, is singing a game. Same game. Why? What? See, you want to know what it is? Why they did that? They're mad because Microsoft, and even in the song when it said all that new exclusive is there in Game Pass, the most powerful console.
I gotta
Like
see
so,
if he's
so.
into his phone. His email.
Mike crackling.
No.
Vodka was good,
Zink.
no man.
I
Yo,
mean,
Yeah, but that
I
was
shit's
mean,
ridiculous, bro.
in this day and age, which is wildly, is that there's cross culture with music, certain types of music. R&B is one of the main ones.
Right.
So I mean I really don't understand. I really don't understand the fucking tattoo over there. But like I said, this is another example of when I said when the PlayStation fan or the Sony or news outlet, I'm gonna say these the biased media outlet is not happy that their preferred platform is not doing as good as Microsoft. They got a problem. This is something I'm surprised Sony didn't come up once again when I was talking in the party. This is something that Microsoft is doing in Sony's department. Microsoft is a fucking software company. Sony does a lot of things, especially on music. So what? Y'all mad because Sony came up with
Music.
I swear, I swear, and all that other stuff before Sony did? So y'all mad Sony didn't come up with it, and that's their field.
That's what it sound like.
Like I don't understand that. That's their field. Hold on.
That's what it sound like, bro.
He's sending it back. He's going to send it to you on Xbox Live.
no, I'm finna send it to him. I'm finna send it to him. I just had to go grab
So I mean, I don't get it. We had so much. Yo, this shit be. Y'all wonder why? Y'all wonder why I be on that motherfucker Black Power shit? The motherfuckers like dumb. Oh, just when you sit back, relax, and play your games or whatever, this shit happen. Like every time Microsoft do something that's good and they have fun about it, a media outlet come out and bitch about it. How the fuck you bitching about something that's about us and we don't give a fuck about it? We having fun. We think it's funny. Cause your ass mad cause Sony didn't come up with this shit first.
That's what, yeah, yeah. But yeah, man,
Oh,
yes.
look go Rain right here. My bad, Rain. I didn't know you was in here, Rain. There
So
you go,
good.
Rain.
So good.
I didn't know I was over here trying to get zinc in the paint. Man, well, how do you feel about this dog shit ass thing that Flip called Kotaku or the mo? I call them a
That
bunch of
tattoo,
racist
whoever the fuck they
motherfuckers.
is,
That's
mad saying that it's black as hell. The advertisement is black as hell.
And nobody in there. It's only one really black man in that motherfucker.
facts. See, that's mad because Microsoft got that swag, bro. That's all that is. That swag, and Microsoft doing their own thing, and they flying high, and they can't stand to see it because all they talking points is gone. They ain't got no more talking points, and Microsoft flying high, and they just jealous, bro. Like they've been hating on Microsoft since they came into existence, man. Kotaku, man, they could kiss both of my nuts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the shit weird to me. Like, my thing is, what would even make you decide to even say something like this?
And then people trying to tell me that the person who did it was a brother, was black, and I'm like, that's even worse.
I don't give a fuck if he black, white, Indian,
I don't think
persuasion,
he did that.
Caucasian, and all that.
I don't
That's
think he
even
did that.
worse.
I don't think
That's
he did
even
that.
worse.
Yeah,
That's even worse.
yeah. That's gonna
You
make the
say black
situation worse.
ass. You look at the word saying. Microsoft All Access ad is black as hell. That is a statement like where the white people at? Where the Asian people at?
Where the Asian people at, or the Spanish or whatever. Like, damn,
Shit,
bro. Like,
crazy.
and this shit is out, and this crazy thing is, man, so these fucking Sony ponies and these fucking Facebook groups and these Twitter and all that, you know what I mean? So they gonna ride with it too, like, and they ain't gonna see nothing wrong with that. Something wrong with these people out here, bro. Like, something really wrong with these people, bro.
What's
Like,
good, brother?
hmm?
And for them not to like Xbox, they show the world about what Xbox do. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, if you prefer PlayStation, do your thing, but don't be all on this side of the fence. You know what I'm saying? Always got to complain or got to say something about
That's
Xbox. You know what I'm
that's what
saying?
I don't understand. That's what I don't understand. If you're a PlayStation dude, why y'all not worried about Sony? Why are you worried about what Microsoft doing?
Cause they ain't got no lot. I mean,
Because
it's so
Like
much
I
hatred.
hate Xbox. And I don't know why
but see,
that is. Like, I
the
really don't know.
commercial received so well. My bad, B. The commercial received so well. It was a very well received commercial. That's the shit I don't understand. Like what?
Shit, crazy, G.
Go
Make
ahead,
no
B. B.
damn
You good?
sense.
But you know what? It is what it is, though. Oh, hey, yo, let me ask you a question, though. So, so now since tomorrow's supposed to be Sony's state of play or whatever, what do you think they're gonna show tomorrow?
The
Oh, I don't know.
PS5, the PS5 Pro.
There we go. Ladies and
You
gentlemen,
said it.
hookers and hoes and sluts. We got the homie in Zinc in the building.
And do I
Yeah, I know.
sound okay?
Yeah, you sounding
Yeah, you
good. You
good.
sound good.
Okay. Hey, so what happened?
Go ahead, bro.
Kotaku pulled some bullshit this morning about the Xbox, the all for one shit, and it said Microsoft All Access is all black as hell.
Wow.
And they're media. They're not like me or you. I'm just a talking shit ass YouTuber.
That's amazing right there. So nobody's called them out? I
Kid
just been
Smooth
too
called him.
busy today.
Kid Smooth called it out. A couple other
Shout
people
out to
called
Kid
out.
Smooth. Shout out to Kid Smooth,
Uh,
man.
the other it's some other guys that I follow on my friend that's kind of called it out. But I'm like, why nobody's getting on the interweb and putting these motherfuckers in check?
Wow. Damn.
That's my issue with it. Like, why is no more people talking about it?
I thought that was funny, like the refrigerator.
We all hey, listen here.
Yeah, man, we listened
People
to
on
that shit like 30
IGN,
times last night.
people on IGN was like, yo, it received very well. It was funny. They like that Microsoft is let's just keep it what it is. They feeling themselves. And there's nothing wrong that Microsoft is feeling themselves like that. People like what's going on. And what I'm like, yeah, you know what, that's what's up. They like it. You know what I'm saying? It received very well. But then you're gonna come and say this shit is black as hell. What the fuck does that mean?
Beam,
And people got to
you
understand
country
too.
much.
People got to
Man,
understand
Xbox Live.
that we just now starting to seem like we getting out this pandemic shit, and Microsoft is trying to lighten everybody up. You know what I'm saying, to have fun and just as a game, just have fun and enjoy ourselves because we trying to get through this pandemic. Seem like we about
Right,
to almost be out of it. Just something fun for everybody to enjoy. To have a good laugh. And here
Right.
come these idiots with the
Right.
bullshit.
Right. And and I mean, it seemed like this is like the worst time. You know, I kind of make us feel like our parents back in the day. You know, because it took me by surprise yesterday when I heard Rachel Nichols what she said about Maria Taylor
Yeah,
because
that was
she was
crazy
met.
too.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
fucked up.
insane. I mean, what has gotten into people? You know, I liked her. I'm like, what happened? And I actually got a chance to meet Maria Taylor. She's cool, you know, Rachel Nichols said she didn't earn it. I think this Maria Taylor played basketball, and but I
Yes,
think
yeah.
she was best at volleyball. I think because she was an alternate for the Olympic team in volleyball when she played at Georgia. I think that's what it was. But nonetheless, she played a sport at a high level, and she's good at what she does. You know, she's good in college, the college football, college basketball. I mean, she knows the game. She played the game, and you said that, you know. And now Kotaku. Well, I always thought Kotaku was some bullshit. And you know, like I've been saying on a couple people's shows, like, see, this is one of the reasons, you know, the 100 over here lying, talking about I'm no better than Zinc, I'm no better than uh, uh, Vodka and the rest of the people. No, man, you know, you one of the only shows that go hard in on everything and not looking for personal gain. It the landscape of YouTube offends me. And you know, some people say you take gaming too serious. I'm like, man, I'm 53. My life is over. Okay. My shit, my man, dude.
Damn.
When I tell my kids that, they think I'm crazy, but I don't do anything for myself anymore. Number one on my list is my kids. Number two is, all right, I have to get some work done just in case they need something. They got it. Number three, I play fucking games. Okay, been playing games since 1976. So I take this shit kind of personal. And now you hear people, even some of the YouTubers, man, that the Halo guys that are actually, you know, they know more Halo than me, Vodka, and a few of the other guys, you know. And then you fall into this rabbit hole of Halo must be great, you know. And that's why I really can't stand Ryan McCaffrey. You know, I don't want to disrespect him and call him stupid because, you know, the dude is, you know, he did graduate school and he could complete a sentence, but he's full of shit. I could say that. You know, like
I
I
say
was
he's.
listening.
Don't worry about it. I said for you. He's fucking stupid. Carry on.
Hey, and you see, I excluded 100 being better than Flip because Flip is backed by his wife. This Joker could act a damn fool out here. She said, you know what, Flip, you go crazy on these motherfuckers. So, and you know, when Lemon pulled up on me, he was like, "Oh, so we gonna do this light skin thing in public?" And Flip said, "No, I got him." You know, Lemon pulled that gun right up on my back. I was like, "Damn, I didn't even see that Joker." But you know, seriously, man, I mean, everybody is out for personal gain. So they'll say the one show that I exclude is Next Gens. They completely acting a fool over there, you know. But sometimes they take it too far, and I turn that shit off. But you know, like Next Gen said something the other day. He said if Nintendo was the only company making games, I'd quit gaming. Me too. And I grew. If it wouldn't, like I told y'all before, if it weren't for my boys, you know, us getting money from our parents and putting all of these quarters in Donkey Kong at Miller Village, Nintendo wouldn't have all this money. They wouldn't be able to do nothing without our money. But you know, they don't want to advance anything. They stand in a lane. That's their demographic. Their demographic is 12 and under, and they stand there. They ain't gonna do nothing else. This Jeff Grubb, Vaca's boy, that
He's a
you know,
bum.
he's so high on Jeff Grubb. Those jokers over there talking about it's gonna be a new uh Nintendo Switch surprise. These motherfuckers gave him a prettier screen, made it a little bit bigger. Ain't shit different about that thing. Vodka gonna trip on me for saying that's his boy,
Mhm. But
but
my thing is,
yeah,
where these quote unquote big time ass YouTubers at? That is minorities.
yeah, man. See, and you know, and
That is
you know,
minorities. where's these rich tech USA's at? Where this
Rich ain't gonna
fat
say
ass
shit.
nigga named Boogie? Where this nigga what's the motherfucking name? Sperm Wave. Where all these dudes at? Because this is my thing. This is your point that you can get well established back in the community to get somebody to like you, but you guys don't want to talk about that.
No, man, they
And
don't want to mess with that.
and I don't really talk politicals on my channel. I really don't.
No,
I talk political in public. I mean, in
and I'm
private.
glad you don't.
Yeah.
I'm
But I,
glad you don't. But
I, yeah,
sometimes you have to.
yeah.
You
But
know,
I saw that shit this morning. I had to go to sleep for 4 hours to get my mind together. Say how I'm going to work this.
dude, that y'all start talking. I got on the show late only because I was watching Ali footage. Of course, I've seen everything about Muhammad Ali, but sometimes something come to your feed, you got to turn it on. That's the only reason I was late jumping
But yeah,
into
well,
this to your
you,
show.
We
I don't
just
really
we
tell
just
nobody
started.
when I do. We just did it. We just started. I
We
just
just
No, but I
started.
saw it. I saw it pop up, and I said, "Well, I got about 20 minutes." So I finished watching the Ali thing, and y'all already cussing somebody out, flip going off. I'm like, "What happened?" I'm like,
That was
where,
"Shit."
where,
that was
where's the
that was the
PlayStation
beginning of
Nation
the
calling
show.
this out?
That
Yeah, where
was
the
the beginning of
PlayStation
the
Nation
show.
calling this shit out? Where
Hey,
where the
Yeah,
what
that's what I
PlayStation
wanted to know.
Nation at?
what like I was listening
Where's
in with.
the Nintendo guys?
Well, you guys
That's
started it. They not gonna say nothing about you know,
where you
about
guys at?
Sony.
Where are these neutrals at? Where the hell these neutrals at? Saying I play everything. I love everybody. I love all the races in the world. Where you guys at? I don't see you guys because a lot of you guys on my friend list play the neutrals.
Like one of you guys said earlier, where were they at when Sony was cussing everybody out on those emails where they got hacked?
Right.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
Facts. All of that got swept right under the rug.
Yep.
Yep. That's why I said that. I don't understand what's going on. Like, this is what we do
All the
now.
stuff they was saying about they black actors and actresses, but they was going in.
They went on Denzel, said he wasn't good enough for one of their movies.
He shouldn't be a leader in a
Yeah,
role.
well, they was going in. But thing about it, PlayStation Nation threw that under the rug.
Hmm.
They don't want to
But
talk
you
about
know
that.
what? You know what? I say this. I say this now, and I'm gonna always say this. I don't care what nobody say. You're not gonna change my mind. The reason why Halo and probably what's the other game? What's the other one? The one with Terry Crews. The reason why they probably give these games low score is because they're black. I don't care what nobody say. Because they're black. You got a company like Microsoft who's not just being diverse in just games. They're really being diverse in gaming, as in having
Hmm.
different ethnicities, minorities, whatever, all in the games and stuff. And when they do that, oh man, I don't like the game. No, that game. No one never said that Master Chief was going to be gone. No one never said that Locke was going to replace Master Chief. No one said that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Crackdown was nothing more than a self-shaded live action comic book. There was nothing wrong
Hmm.
with that. It was still a
Hmm.
good game. That's all it was. No one ever said that it was going to be a super duper blockbuster game. They testing the water to see how things works out or whatever. They have said that,
Hmm.
but I guess people don't remember when Microsoft explained what's going on. It's funny how
Hmm.
no one never remember a damn thing that Microsoft said, even when Phil come out and talk. They take it and they
Hmm.
twist it and they run with whatever the fuck they want to run with. But no one ever calls these motherfuckers out.
Hmm. Flip,
Oh
you
no,
on the
that's just
roll.
constructive criticism. That's just constructive criticism. No, it's not.
Hmm.
Cut it the fuck out.
Hmm.
Just like when Microsoft did the back and pat thing. Instead of them saying, "Oh, that was a good feat that they done," because they never really done in the way that Microsoft done it. I had dudes come at me talking about where Sony did it first, but here's the thing: Sony didn't bother to do it with the PS4. They could have done it, but guess what? They
Hmm.
wanted the PlayStation Now. They were pushing that. They want you to
Hmm.
get that over making the game back and pat. You
Hmm.
know,
You right.
and they don't.
And, and like Lemon would bring out what you saying, Rain. Uh, they they started that backwards compatibility with the PS3, I think. and they
Yeah.
did it the wrong way. They had to have the chip in there also, and it became too expensive, so they took it away. Meanwhile, Microsoft took 10 games that they started with, Ninja Gaiden and a few others, and put the whole damn library in there. You
Facts.
know, I mean, most of the library, it was crazy, and
I
back
mean,
to Flip Money going off, he was hitting several points that I wanted to talk about, but I wanted to get on the show when y'all told me to get on, but I just had too much stuff going on. But Flip hit several topics that I wanted to get on, and one of them is um, like when you have diversity in a game, and it's needed. One of the podcasts I was listening to the other day, it said you don't have to bring it up that you're talking about a girl. Well, you kind of do. Politically, you do. And when you're a part of a massive corporation, yeah, you have to kind of say what you're doing sometimes, even though we know Kate was the leader in Gears 5. We all know that. But for the people that don't know that when a teenager kills someone, they want to say they were playing Grand Theft Auto and violent video games, so they want to
mhm.
come down on you. So it's not that Phil wants to say it. Phil would like to not say shit and just say, "Hey, look at this game." But he has to let it be known because when words come out of his mouth, it affects their stock price and their investors. Now, back on Flip's point, I'll never forget this. The hate started with Spartan Lock a year before Halo 5 even released because Ryan McCaffrey and his crew were hating on Locke then. You remember when they had that live action movie? He was
Mhm.
hating on him for
Mhm.
that movie. He was
Mhm.
hating on him, and he was never gonna give that game a shot ever. He was, and let me tell you how on that part that Flip brought out. We could go off on that all day. And then Ryan McCaffrey did this. See, nobody wanted to attack Ryan McCaffrey because that was a bullshit ass interview he did with Phil Spencer. Everything that he did, it was it was a shot. It was meant to shoot him down. They'll never say this shit to a Sony executive what they did to him. Like Perfect Dark when Phil was talking about Flip again. When uh Phil's he talked about having a female protagonist in uh, Perfect Dark. Ryan McCaffrey says it wasn't received as well as the Perfect Dark on the Nintendo. 90% of your audience didn't even play that shit, and video games was nothing compared to what it is now. So how now I got that shit. It's sitting right over here. I could look at that game, but most of the people didn't play that shit. So how do you know? But
You know what?
everything was a shot.
That passed right past me. I ain't even. You know what? I didn't even pay attention that he said that slick shit.
Oh no, Hey man, I pulled a 100, the best show in podcast history when he went off on State of Play. The bullshit that it was on the first time they did it, and when 100 popped that paper like this, I took notes on this bitch. Okay, that's how pissed I am.
Shout
All
out to
right,
100.
now,
Shout out to 100.
yeah, shout out to
Yo,
100 for that number one podcast in podcast history that day. Look, he Ryan McCaffrey, everybody is giving him a pass for, and they're not saying how. Okay, this is just one of them I'm gonna get to, and I'm gonna let y'all go. But let y'all go ahead and talk. I don't have to go anywhere right now. But this one in particular here, uh, e- everybody that you guys hear talk about Game Pass, they offended. They offended that Microsoft got something over on Sony, and Sony will never be able to have this feature. They'll never be able to have it ever because they don't have anything to support it. Ryan McCaffrey came back and said at the beginning of the show, well, the girl said that I'm gonna get on her too, Miranda, because I'm trying not to get on her. I'm gonna let her slide a little bit because she is under Ryan, so and she's not as good as or as mature as Destin, because Destin don't need IGN anymore. He'll be gone before the year's out, maybe. But so anyway,
mhm.
Ryan he came at Phil with the Game Pass. And now this is how we 100 is always talking this shit. Flip is always talking this shit about where are these insiders at? You really don't know nothing, right? This is how you can tell that. And we talked about this briefly the last time I was on the show about Game Pass and how it makes money. Okay. And Lemon came on the show that time. Ryan does not understand how Game Pass works. And like that Brap dude insulted me by saying in so many words, Ryan was smarter than me. No, he's not. Okay. You could say somebody like that crazy ass live wires with a physics degree. That's an elite crazy motherfucker. And I tell you, I love numbers, but I don't like them enough to leave the fucking planet. Okay. To figure out numbers that way with a physics degree. But Ryan McCaffrey said to Phil, how does Game Pass work? I'm not a business major, but how does Game Pass work? This is how you know they don't know shit. And then he told them how it worked, and he still didn't understand it. And when people say Microsoft don't invest in a first party like Sony does, yeah, they do. And when everybody was saying Microsoft was going bankrupt and they weren't, the Xbox was going bankrupt and they weren't, they were going to sell off the division. How are they going to sell off the division when they bought Gears from Epic? That's investing in your studios. To Game Pass made money before Game Pass even started because Gears makes prints money. Halo prints money. They built Forza. Forza prints money. Now you have Minecraft that's a complete money printer. Xbox Live prints money. Now you have Azure printing money. Game Pass succeeded in the opening where Netflix failed. That's why Netflix is in debt so much because they didn't own anything. And Phil Spencer told him that again, but he wasn't listening. And then somebody else is going to go and say again, big corporation Microsoft is giving Xbox all of this money. No, they're not. They're allowing them to spend more. It's like anything. It's like let's take Flip and his wife. They're role players. Phil is responsible for a certain part of the family. His wife is responsible for the other. Okay. It's what you put into the relationship. If you are a part of the organization that does not put anything into the organization, then they're going to be reluctant to let you spend the money that you make. If you only make putting $5 in the pot, well, you just can't go buying you know, clothes and cars for everybody because you only put $5 in. But if you have $1 billion franchises, hey, what are you trying to build on? Okay, let's get that done. You want to buy something? Okay, what we gonna get? What you get? Want to get Minecraft? You think that'd be a good option? Yeah. Okay, let's do that. All right. They make money, and like Phil Spencer told Ryan, hey, it's a revenue stream. He wanted to say dummy. I know he wanted to say dummy.
I do recall that. I do recall that, and I recall that expression on Phil's face, like, "What? Is he
Yeah,
serious?"
yeah.
You did. Y'all go back and watch the interview. What when he asked that question? Look at Phil Spencer's face.
And he chuckled. He's
Yep.
like, shit.
See,
And it's like,
see the face.
Flip, what you say last night about Phil? You say Phil don't like to be in front of the camera.
no, he doesn't.
He's more
He
like
doesn't.
me. I'd rather talk shit behind the camera than I talk shit before the camera.
Hmm.
I just happen to come on the
Right.
camera to talk some shit. He
Hmm.
doesn't
Right.
like that.
He hates it, but you know something, he does
But he
such a good
doesn't.
job. And because you can see how he blinks a lot, but the dude is so smart and he knows what he's talking about. The way he knocks down fear is what he knows. And he knows for a fact that he has a great product and the product has a great future. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He knows he have a big pile of money, nothing less than a 20 to spend on everything he wants to do. And then it's just growing. I know. And the only problem Destin had was when he said, making a reference as if Phil wasn't going to launch in China. He was like, "Hey, we did launch in China." Destin was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
No, but remember,
yeah.
you was
Pay,
talking
pay,
about when he said something. What did he say? We was talking about it last night. Um, well, he wasn't afraid when he was like Halo, and oh, they was like about the
oh,
next Halo, and he
hey,
was like,
oh,
y'all
"Oh,
oh,
go, hey, y'all
oh.
go ahead and
they
talk, cause
did, though."
I'm going
Go
after
ahead, Richard.
Rain.
Talk.
Y'all go ahead. No, cause I'm gonna finish this shit. So y'all go ahead and
Oh,
go.
Oh
Cause
no,
I'm gonna
I
close
know what
that
you're
well,
talking
bitch
hey
out.
about.
man, we love listening. Hey,
Oh,
we love
y'all
listening.
fucked up. Y'all shouldn't have let me in here on this shit. Hey,
No,
let
We
look.
love. Hey, go.
no,
You
no.
welcome.
Hold on.
Hey,
I know what
Go.
you're talking about, Bone. Hold on. I know what you're talking about when I
Yeah.
said, what did they add? They asked, people, when I was listening to somebody else back podcast, they were talking about, well, Phil have to say that that it's not Halo is not a deal breaker. And I'm like, did they listen to what the fuck Phil said? Those one of the things when I say they twist what his words said and don't pay attention. He already explained and said other thing. You remember this? He already know Halo is going to make millions of money and there's going to be people who's not going to play. It's just simple as that. And
mhm,
everybody taking that one thing that he said and trying to spin it. Oh no, he got to say that. No, he don't. What the hell are you talking about?
mhm.
Why does he have to say it? He already know it, and I don't understand why people don't. I don't know, man. I don't understand why people don't pay attention. If they want to go
See,
with their own fucking
see what it
narrative.
see what it is. They don't understand that Game Pass is the best thing that didn't happen to gaming, because the simple fact is, on one end, Phil is pretty much saying, "Okay, you don't want to get our Xbox console to play these games. I'm gonna make these games to where you can be able to play them whether you buy Xbox or not. So you ain't got to get the console if you feel like, oh, I have to get the console to play the game."
But
See,
but Rand, he did say that. He did say that. Not in those exact words, but that's what he said. That's what he was
right.
telling them.
Right, but see, that's the best thing. That's one of the best strategies a company can do, because all companies want everybody to play to be on their platform. Everybody wants that, you know. So if they got other avenues to put their product on, they gonna do it. You know, it ain't about console sold. You know what I'm saying? Because that's old news. How many consoles you
Mm-hmm.
said? That's old news. You know, Microsoft don't need that to make money. Sony does.
Rain, you killing it. Y'all killing it. I'm gonna close this shit off. I'm telling you. Go ahead, Rain.
And what pissed me off when the field first introduced back compat, and a lot of people saying, oh, that they have to do that because they losing in console sales, and
Hmm.
they trying to boost up their numbers and all this. No, they ain't. You know, they
You
they
just made me think of something else.
this plan, my Phil been planning this ever since last generation. Everything is chess, not checkers. People don't understand. You know, Microsoft is one of the top tech companies on the planet.
Word
They
up.
know what's coming down the line. They know what's the future. Remember,
Hmm.
everybody took shots at Microsoft when they started talking about 4K. What, don't nobody have 4K TVs?
You hear that shit?
Ryan McCaffrey was the main one that kept saying this. I don't have a 4K
Yep.
TV. I don't have a
Yep.
Yep.
4K TV. Don't nobody
Get
have
one.
4K TVs. Less than a year fucking later, guess what? Damn near everybody got a damn 4K TV because they start
Hmm.
going on sale.
Hmm.
You call him out on that. You call Shaggy do out on that shit. He said you're being toxic.
Right.
That
Hmm.
motherfucker
Yep.
blocked me. I ain't never talked to that motherfucker. Fuck you, Brian McCaffrey. I don't know how you blocked
And
me. I ain't never said shit to you.
that was some bullshit. And then when Microsoft showed you how to do back compat the right way, so you can't
Hmm.
tell me when Sony was making the PS5, when they was in the boardroom putting talking about the ideas for the next console, which is the PS5, you can't sit up and tell me, how did Microsoft do back compat? Let's do it the way Microsoft did it. No, how come the PS5 come out, it still can't do it? Microsoft
Rain.
showed you how to
They're
do it.
not as well.
Hey,
They
They
Rain.
they're not a
Rain.
software
Sony
company.
nitpicks and what they want to take. Hell,
Rain. Hold on. Let me stop you because I was with you at the board meeting when you and I were at Sony and they were discussing backwards compatibility. You walked out for a second and Jim Ryan said, "Hey, you know what? Let's not put that shit in there."
We're gonna
And
force them to
we're
play.
going let's Let's
Go
not put
ahead.
that shit in there, and we're gonna resell these fools the exact same game they played last year. That's what our backwards compat is gonna be. And I
Right,
forgot to tell you that, Rain, when you came back to the boardroom meeting, but that's what happened. Go
right,
ahead.
right.
Because
And
if you look at it, that's their backwards compatibility. They're
exactly.
gonna resell you Ghost of Tsushima again.
Right. That's their strategy. They
That's
ain't
their
trying to really
strategy.
give you real back compat.
They ain't giving you
And
shit.
and see, they didn't think back compat was gonna take off the way it did. Now they're looking like some
Mm-mm.
idiots. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because Sony pick and choose what they want to take. Now, y'all copy achievement system. Y'all call them trophies. They took that.
Took that
Microsoft was the
shit.
first ones to do put a hard drive in the console. Microsoft got criticized for that. Why do a console need a hard drive? Every
Honest to
damn
goodness
console
truth,
has a hard drive.
Rain, you turning in the flip. You saying a whole lot of powerful shit. So I want to jump in here on that. That's one of the times I was mad at Microsoft when they had some consoles with the hard drive and some without. Every single one of them should have came with the hard drive. You remember
You
Right.
that
talking
big
about the
ass hard
360?
drive?
You
Yeah,
talking about the
that
360? Yeah,
yeah,
the
that
3.
massive
You had
hard.
the
Yeah,
arcade. You had the
yeah,
arcade.
yep,
But
yep,
guess what? I
yep.
put
That's
this
what it
way:
was
the
called.
arcade. But the arcade saved my life because I had one Red Ring to Death, and I got an arcade for like $200, and I just put my hard drive in it that I had from my what's called in this slider right on because it was
Right,
universal.
but at the beginning, that was a bad move.
Hmm.
They shouldn't have done that. They should have made a lesser hard drive or something. But they should have.
But it
That's
was
the one thing.
it was internal. I think it was like two
Mm,
gig. It
it
was
was
something.
too small though.
Yeah.
20
It was
gig,
a
it was
hard
20
drive.
gigs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was too
It was a
20
hard
small.
gig,
drive in it.
20 gig hard drive.
Yeah, it was too small. That thing that was like the Game Boy and a little bitty hard drive that you can't save nothing on. Or like Sony is doing today. you know, they still don't have
With that fast
a
ass
backup.
SSD drive.
Yeah, they still don't have an add-on for NVMe
Uh,
add-on
uh,
for that.
I got a question for you because we ain't talked in a minute. We ain't heard you. You been in the chats. How you feel about Ratchet and Clank and that guy, the PlayStation guy? I don't know if you saw his stuff, but the PlayStation guy asked a developer, could Ratchet and Clank be played on the Xbox Series X?
Hey man, I saw that on too many shows. That was funny as hell, dude. That
He
shit,
said it
man.
with a straight face. Yes.
Yeah, that was one of the funnier moments of YouTube right there, boy.
That dude
That was
dropped
good stuff.
jaw. His yeah, like I said, his jaw dropped like what? Like
Yeah, that stuff goes without
yeah.
commentary right there, man. That's one of those where, it's like y'all had a couple shows, man, that was just so fire. I'm like, I didn't have to get in there to chime in on shit. This was just a show, boy. Hey, now back to Rain G4 being like Flip Money over here, saying just hitting on some topics that need elaboration. He- Let me tell you something. Vodka knows this because we watch the same thing a lot. What's our guy's name? The best Halo YouTuber, Installation 00.
Yeah, I do.
See,
Yeah.
100s. Everybody in the chat, you motherfuckers take notes. Because 100 show, along with Flip Money, is for the more learned of the video game community. Now let's go back to Rain talking about consoles. And it's not about console sales. And I told you guys before, my graduating paper was on the auto industry. Okay. Then we had to present it. Well, it's not that the companies make money off of the automobile, they make the money off of the parts. Okay. So now in the future, when things are because electric vehicles are coming along, they're coming along at a big pace now. And they proven to, be their worth. So pretty soon, towards the end of our lifetime for sure, because it's just too many gas powered vehicles out here. But pretty soon they're not going to be able to make money off of the parts, okay? Because it's not many parts with the electric vehicles now. Where they're going to make their money at now is the software packages, okay? Now, nobody has told anyone that yet, but that's where their money is going to come from. And if you listen to them, they're updating software packages, and that's going to be the new parts of the auto industry, other than the your regular stuff, your brakes and stuff like that. But software packages is going to be where it's at. Just like consoles, it's like Phil told everybody, we want you playing. You know, they want me playing Gears or whatever game you play. What's that game Vodka play all day?
Black
That
Desert.
Black
Minecraft.
Flip
Desert.
won't let me play.
Minecraft.
Black Desert.
Black.
No.
Oh, Black
Oh
Desert.
shit! He said
Black Desert.
Minecraft. That
He
be a
said
Black Desert.
Minecraft.
Black Desert.
He said Minecraft.
Yeah, Black Desert. See, they making money off of vodka if he was buying something from Black Desert.
Yeah,
Sea of
because they
Thieves,
take 30. They take 30%.
but they're making money off of whatever it is the add-ons you buy. Like I like Marcus's wife on Gears. So soon as her Black Steel uniform came, I hurried up and spent the $2.99, and I haven't even played with the lady yet. But you keep making money off of everybody that's buying the parts to these games. And like Phil said, hey, it's a revenue stream. He's telling them how it works. Once you get a few cash cow games that support your whole industry, this is what you get. That's why it offends me a lot when people say we want Gears to make the coalition to make something else. That's like telling McDonald's stop making the cheeseburger, the French fries, and
Big
the
Mac.
icy cold Coke and the Big Mac. Stop
Mhm.
making your guaranteed money where it
Mhm.
makes money for every product you want to
Mhm.
try in the future. Stop doing that and start making pizza
Yeah.
exclusively. No, no, you don't do that.
Yeah.
You keep
Don't make
that.
the
That's
keep your the chicken McNuggets and all that shit.
right. Hey, 100, here's what you do. One of those 24 studios that you have, let them make that new one. Let them, like the new studio they have making a perfect dark game. You don't have to take Coalition can help out. 343 can help out. Rare can help out. Turn 10 helps everyone, and you go from there. You know, so it's just different things like that, man. But it's the you making money with the software versus the hardware, and they making money off their hardware. Like Phil said, back to Halo. Uh, Ryan McCaffrey asked this stupid ass question, and how much is riding on Halo? And watch Phil Spencer's face then when he's like, "Wait a minute, Phil,
Yeah.
dude, I know Phil's like, what did this motherfucker just say?" And he was like, wait a minute. If it weren't for Halo 20 years ago, there would be no Xbox. There would be
Facts.
no Xbox. So a lot he's saying, and I know Phil wanted to say that. Then Ryan questioned the team, saying, Halo 5's story, it wasn't well received by IGN. Well, Ryan, you're a Sony site, so we don't Phil doesn't like him. And you can tell Phil, I bet the marketing team hates Ryan McCaffrey because he does this shit all of the time. And I know Phil Spencer said, Ryan, are you that stupid? And like I think Flip said, they don't. Phil Flip said so much shit. I should have wrote it down because he had too many things I wanted to talk about. Like Flip said, they don't listen. Phil said a long ass time ago, Halo 5 is our most played game and it's our best selling Halo game ever. It wasn't even close. It broke all the Halo 3's records. So now people want to fire Bonnie Ross. And see, that's when I get offended. You want somebody to lose their job and they made the best selling Halo game. Here's what Phil said. Ryan, are you that stupid? Here's what Halo 5 did. Halo 5 Halo 5 was so successful, we can be like Call of Duty and we don't have to give you a game for 6 years. We don't have to. They check, and Ryan McCaffrey is so cynical and so trash. He did an interview with Bonnie Ross about 3 years ago, and she told this dumb son of a bitch, Not literally, but figuratively dumb. And you could tell he wasn't listening. Sometimes reporters or journalists, they can have their mind of bullshit questioning going that they don't hear what their reviewer is saying. They don't hear what their counterpart is saying. Bonnie Ross told him, she said, we could have released Halo already, but we wanted to put it on this new engine. She told this dude this, and he just wasn't listening. It could have came out 3 years ago. He was like, "No." The engineering team, Jason Ronald's like, "Hey, Bonnie, Frank, Kiki, do you want to put Halo on this, or do you want to put it on this shit right here?" Bonnie was like, "Damn, that shit is dope." It's like, "Y'all finished with this shit?" Jason's like, "Yeah, I think we're about done with this shit. Y'all can start putting this shit on here." And they look at their watch, and Phil was like, "Shit, y'all made so much fucking money. Y'all don't have to do shit. You know, make something else and put Halo 5 on that." But nobody is listening. But Ryan McCaffrey was not listening to this dude about how popular Halo is, and like he called us rabid fanboys. Yeah, they are. It's
Yeah,
Halo YouTubers with 500,000 subs, and that's all they talk about is damn Halo. Sometimes they talk a little crazy, but still, it's all of these cats doing just strictly Halo shows, and especially the best one, even though he don't have as many subscribers as a couple of them, but Installation 00, he is phenomenal. But, you know, it seemed like 343 is the only team that people don't care that COVID hit them. You got 1,200 plus people working on a game. Why don't Ryan McCaffrey and everybody at IGN ask uh, Jim Ryan, where's God of War at? Where's Aloy, the Aloy game at? Why is that not coming out? You only making a single player, so why ain't this shit coming the fuck out? Halo has a forge mode, a multiplayer, campaign, campaign co-op, other multiplayer modes, uh, fucking books. Okay, what is Horizon Zero Dawn West doing? A single player with the same stupid ass enemies in it, and everybody's excited about it. No, not me. Not me. But Ryan, man, he said so much stupid shit, and Phil could have just hit him with just a ton of bricks out there. But nobody wanted to pick up on that. That was the stupidest question in the world. You hear they spend $500 million on an engine, and this is gonna be it. Halo has been out for 20 years. Nobody is saying nothing about Mario since 1982. And he come out with some Mario, 2 or 3 Mario things every freaking year. Halo is the same way. Phil said, "Hey, look, stupid. This game gonna be around for another 10 years. It ain't going nowhere. What's wrong with you?" That's what he wanted to say. I mean, he wanted to kill this dude, man, but whatever, man. But y'all put too much. Y'all said too many good things, man. It's so many things y'all said that we could go off on. It's crazy.
All I gotta say is amen. But the father.
I want to know what you think about when Sony had canceled the original guy that helped for that idea that came up with God of War, cut his own PlayStation Now account. What
What
type of fuck
happened?
is that? He he
What
he
happened?
came out. He came out and he said because they was getting mad about the Bethesda shit. He said that's how business run the world. I'm saying you talk about democracy and he was breaking the shit down like you can't get mad because that's how it works and stuff like that. It ain't like they did anything illegal. Sony cut his PlayStation account, suspended it or cut it off. That's the dude that made the original fucking on God of War. And I'm
Oh,
thinking
you
like,
talking about what happened with David Jaffe?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Well, David Jaffe gonna cuss your ass out. So he that was funny. But that's Sony, man. That's Sony. Sony don't give a damn, man. And people just let them slide. No way Microsoft could get away with what the things that they do. No way. Yeah, he got him on that.
I didn't understand. Like, damn, everyone do. I just want to shit. Could be told the truth.
Hey, you know what? Um, I finally see some of the chat, and I'm always going in with Shisno Elite. And like before I talk about his comment he just put, Shisno Elite, we'll go on a few podcasts, right? Same with Rain, and Vodka, we make the rounds. And it amazes me when people say, uh, Sea of Thieves started with no content and that was bad, blah, blah, blah. They told all of us the game is going to evolve depending on how we play the game. They told us that months in advance what they were doing, and they did everything they said they were going to do. So that game has morphed into everything. Okay. It's so much shit on that game. I mean, it's just crazy. What they say is 20 million players, users in that damn game.
Yup,
Sony
yup.
wish they had something like that. That's crazy talk, you know. But Shisno Elite is over here talking about Halo, and reading this comment, it makes me think when people say all they want to do is play as the chief, and then they tell this line, say they read the books. No, you didn't. Because it's way more stories to the Halo universe. Like Phil talked about, the universe and lore of Halo is too big. It's just too big. And then Ryan with his lion ass talking about the story just has to be good. You already know the story, dummy. And that's the one thing a journalist usually reads the backstory of something so they'll know what's coming. He must be the dumbest joker at the school he went to because he don't read nothing. I think I could be biased, but I don't think it's a story in a game better than Halo's story. The installation 00. This dude did a story on the power of the ship and how the ship is made and the material, how it absorbs a bomb,
You talking about
and
the Infinity?
the infinity and
Yeah,
how it absorbs.
he broke down the Infinity like crazy.
A 100 was that shit crazy?
That man, I was at work and I actually made sure I sat down to listen. He broke down the ship, the missiles, the cannons, how
The
they
impact of
actually have
it versus a
they actually
atomic
have a
bomb.
yeah, they have actually have a fleet underneath their ship.
That shit's so crazy. I listen to it. I probably listen to it 4 or 5 times. I listen to it when I'm cutting the grass or riding a bike or some shit. I mean, it's crazy. But that's the lore of Halo. You could just do a story on that shit as he did. You could do a story on the fucking armor. Ain't nobody doing a story on the armor of a character on The Last of Us. Ain't nobody doing nothing on. I mean, the story stops there. It's over. And that's why Sony don't have no damn money to buy ZeniMax because their money stops at the point of sale. You're not making any money until Rain G4's remaster comes in. Then you're gonna make some more money because you're gonna sell the same game. You're gonna put a different package on it, and that's your backwards compatibility. You're gonna sell that shit to people. That's your DLC. Or we just gonna sell
Yeah,
you this shit again.
but see, this is the question I get asked told to me. Who asked for the shit?
I, I, I was
Nobody
gonna
asked
ask.
for it.
I was gonna ask you. Shit.
Yeah, like who the fuck
Oh,
asked for it? I,
somebody asked for that shit.
you're not this. You're not doing the Superman movie and remastering it. No, you're not that guy. You're doing
Mm-hmm.
some extra little chunks. Nobody wants to play as a FedEx guy. And I hear people,
Mm-hmm.
that's a great game. I said, your life is not great. So how that's a great game? How can I believe that's your great game and your life is not great? You know what I'm saying? You sit
Yeah.
there delivering shit all day. I'm not gonna do. I need some action. And you talking to a person that play all type of genre games,
Mm-hmm.
from RPGs, um, for motherfucking Telltale's games. All like you can check my police record. But it's
Mm-hmm.
my thing is like, what the hell makes this? You make a director's cut. You're not Zack Snyder around this motherfucker. Nobody asked for this shit. That shit wasn't. That should even make no. My thing. They claim they got all these games. But what these fucking billion-dollar franchises at?
Where that? Hey, next time y'all talk to one of these cats, ask them what do they mean when they say Sony making big blockbuster franchises, because these motherfuckers not $1 billion franchise. So what the hell you talking about? What constitutes a blockbuster to them? Is it because it's in movie form and you play for 5 minutes and you watch a 10-minute movie? What is it? Is it that it's in movie form that makes them say it's a blockbuster? Because it's damn sure not the money that it makes. It's not that, or they would buy Zenimax, and they don't. And Vaca said that I guess he was talking about Installation 00 when he said he couldn't put all of the information in the video about the Infinity. That shit's crazy. And it's
It's
just
so
the
much.
damn shit.
You can throw so much information at people. Sometimes they can't. They gonna understand. You got to break it down in baby steps. And
No.
I'll sit there, and I love the shit out of Halo. I meant to do a Halo, just a straight up Halo Infinite video this week. So I saw this crazy shit, and then I was like, well, fuck it, I might do it next week. Or I might do it tomorrow. I don't care. But
It's
you know
this
what I'm saying?
one dude.
And my thing is, I ask you this question. My man Zobi just said, Ghost of Tsushima only sold 6 million. Well, don't they have over 6? Don't they have over
120 million consoles.
consoles? So you
Mm-hmm.
can't make it a 12 or to 20?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Let's
what
be
me and
real.
Lemon were talking about last night.
Yeah,
I
let's
get
be
what you're
real
saying.
with it.
I get what you're saying, Lemon, but that 120 million, I don't believe it. I don't care what no one said. I'm sorry.
Vodka.
I don't
Flip.
believe it.
I agree
I don't
100%.
believe
Flip.
them numbers.
I don't believe
I
that
don't care
shit
what
either.
no one says. No one is
Nope.
going to tell me that these motherfuckers have 100 million copies. 100 million consoles, and ain't nobody buying God of War. Ain't nobody
Nah,
buying
man.
none of these other games. Like that
You ain't
doesn't
getting me to
add
believe
up. I
that.
don't give a fuck what no one say. You can say
Nope.
that shit all you want, but fuck that. I don't give a fuck if it is the most popular console on the fucking planet. You should have more fucking
Yep.
You should be
software
doing
cells
20 and
out that
above.
bitch.
Yep. You
You
should
should be
be
doing
killing it.
20 and
And
above.
they're not. And Shinsno Elite said what I was about to say, that the Halo, even though I like the Master Chief a lot, he's not the whole game. He's not the universe. The universe is bigger than the Master Chief. And to tell you what I think about the Master Chief, that's my son's nickname. Shit, he carried the nickname of Master Chief. That Joker 22, he carried that since he beat Halo at 3.5 years old. Shit. And I know it's the universe is bigger than the chief. So everybody that's up here lying, talking about they read the books, you didn't read shit. If you did read it, you like Ryan McCaffrey and you didn't comprehend what you read because you don't listen and you don't know what you're reading. Shit, you'd already know that. It's too many fire teams. Hey, like I think I said on the show before.
They don't know. They don't think about it. If you read the books, is I tell a person this. I keep it a buck. If you play Halo Wars, right? That is red team,
Oh,
right?
hey,
The
yeah,
chief don't
that's
even
part of
know
it.
that. The chief don't even know they're alive. Remember, he thinks they're dead.
Hey, they don't know a lot of things. They thought his ass
Yeah,
was dead. That's why.
they
That's
don't
why.
know.
Fire Team Osiris went to go find him. You know,
Yeah.
and people mad that you played as Locke. No, Locke went to go find this dude because he was missing.
Yeah.
You know, and a
They didn't know
100.
that Locke had a hit to knock out the Arbiter. He had a hit years before to kill the Arbiter.
Oh,
Before they
I'm
even
glad I
hit,
remember.
before they even ran into the Arbiter on the original Halo, Locke had a hit out for his ass.
Hey,
They don't learn that.
I'm glad you kept talking 100 because just like you were talking about the books and some people think you have to read the books to understand what's going on. You really don't. All you have to do is follow the cutscenes of all of the Halo games, and you know a whole lot of the story if you follow that. But so many people missed. All you have to do is YouTube Spartan Ops the movie and watch it. It's a lot of information in there leading up to Halo 5, so you will know what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, you don't have to read all the books.
People don't even know that Linda was on the ship with on the ship on the original Halo with Chief. She just got her ass kicked and they had her in cryo. They couldn't get to Halsey to get her ass healthy. That's why Chief it's a second pod that people don't understand. It's a second pod right next door. That's Linda,
And
and they
like
state
one
that
time,
in the books.
I think one of the times 100 uh you said fuck the flood or something, and I was like, or something to something. I was like, no, you can't do that because no, I think you said forget the primordials or something, but no, that's the flood. Precursors and the primordials is something about them that when they killed him because they advanced his life a billion years somehow. Installation 00 was saying they killed him and he changed into a powder, and the powder turned out to be the flood. And they really don't know what the flood is, but they think it's you know one of the entities that started the whole damn thing. So it's a whole lot going on in there, man. And as much as I know, I don't know all of this shit, but I got the gist of what the hell's going on. But it's just a deep ass
But
game.
Zink, look, we talking about that. We ain't talking about The Last of Us. We ain't talking about Returnal.
Because that shit was over at the point of sale. Hey,
We ain't talking about.
since you want to bring up,
We ain't talking about Sackboy.
hey,
Man.
100, 100 since you want to bring up
That was
Live
cold
Wire's
blooded. That
favorite
was
game,
cold blooded.
I'm gonna throw Live Wires under the bus and say Returnal is his favorite game. But since you want to talk about that, these acquisitions that Sony just got, the the people that made Returnal and this other company.
Yeah, they made Resogun. That
Okay,
team made Resogun, and then the other company they got does ports
remakes,
for PC. No, they do ports for PC. That company came out and said,
but they do ports, right?
no, they don't do ports. No, they just do ports for PC, like games for PC. But
I thought one of them did ports.
no,
They made
they
a
didn't get
couple.
that company. They didn't get that company. That company came out and
Okay,
put it on Twitter saying that we're an independent company. They made the
okay.
word independent in they put the quotes on it.
Hey, well, you know what? Like I said, 100's audience is for the learned out there. I didn't know that. But still, this other company, you said they make something for PC, ports for PC.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Fact Checker. She checks all our facts when we get on the internet. She's a executive producer of Arguing Over Food.
That's what you're supposed to do, argue over food.
And we're gonna order some Grubhub or something, DoorDash or something.
Something.
And then she's gonna
Hey,
go outside and run North Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground.
well, I spent most of my days. Hey, so you said they make ports for PC?
Yeah, that new
Okay,
company they bought, they
okay,
make ports
okay,
for
okay,
they make
100.
ports for PC.
Well,
So
they're
they're gonna
about to
bring their
start.
games over to PC.
They're gonna start making ports for the PlayStation. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna make some ports. Hey, and y'all remember how everybody was talking all that shit? Microsoft is just buying these AA studios. What the hell are those two studios? I don't see no big ass studios in that mix.
But my thing is like, well, shout out to my man Hebot. The only thing that makes
Most
you
powerful
a
game.
double, it makes you a double A studio or something like that. It's the budget of the game. That's it. How many
Mhm.
indie games do you play? I'm playing Scarlet Nexus. Yes, do it feel like it has a triple A budget? Yeah, but it's a double A budget because every cutscene ain't gonna be every cutscene. But the game is great to me. That is to me. That's my opinion, not a fact. It's my opinion.
Xbox 448 said, "What did I just tune into?" Xbox 448, you just tuned into the most learned podcast on the internet. That's what you just walked into.
Damn.
We have
We
all
need
the
a
answers here. We
we
know
need
how
that hoodie by
Game
the way
Pass
then.
work.
We
We
need a
know
hoodie with
that
that on it.
methodology. Go ahead, Rain.
We need a hoodie with that on it.
Yeah, yeah. Put that on a shirt, like Shaq say.
But like I say, man, it's like people like it's my thing is when I've been on. I ain't tell you this because I ain't talked to you in a minute. Zane. I'm like I've been on the internet for 9 years,
I heard
nine
that.
freaking years,
I heard that.
and And it's crazy because it felt like it's like 2 or 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I don't. People put me in a situation like I don't do the same thing I do. I try to change it up. Shout out to my man. I'm gonna shoot him out because I gave him. He won $100. I just try to do something different.
Mm-hmm.
Just do
Lady
something
Fox.
different.
Yeah, I heard that too. That's a good thing. Lady Foxfire, she knew I got stuck because I don't know
Mm-hmm.
the lady that I like the most on Gears, which is Anya Stroud. And she said
Mm-hmm.
she liked Anya Stroud too.
But thing about it, I tell people I just don't sit on here and talk about games. I do play them. I
You do
bounce
what?
around sometimes. I do play these games. I bounce around from
Mhm.
time to time.
Yeah, and I told y'all that, man, because I don't
Mm-hmm.
have
It's
time to
because it's
play
hard.
everything anymore. So
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear you guys talk about a few other things that I'm just not
Mm-hmm.
gonna play. When I get a chance to play a game, it's gonna be Gears, or if I decide to play Halo, I might sit and watch a Halo movie, or I'll play Bejeweled, just to
Man,
pass
I play
time.
BJ's. I play Zumba too. I play a whole lot of type of games. That's what I do. I
Hmm.
don't. I play a different genre of games. I might be an eraser for 1 minute. I might just say I'm going to just play this. I'm going to play that.
Hmm.
Recently I've been into Knockout City. Me and Infrared Beam been in Knockout City every day since what was that? Since I've been on work. I think say Monday night.
Hmm.
It's simple,
And
but
and
it's
and
it's
see, I
it's
don't
it's
know what
hard.
the hell you just said. And sometimes y'all
Yeah.
say that, and I'm eating
Mhm.
something. I'm like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
I'm like, is that
It's,
a
it's a
game?
dodgeball. It's a dodgeball game. But if you play Halo, if you play any type of multiplayer game, you'll get hooked on it like it's crazy.
Hmm.
Yeah. I play, like I say, I just don't play this, I try to be trying to be I don't even like turn-based game, but I will give it a
I
try.
hate turn-based
Yeah,
games.
but I'll give it a try.
The only close to turn-based game I played is Gears Tactics, and that's because it was in a
I tried Gear
universe.
Tactics. I ain't went back to it.
Yeah, I played a lot of it. I almost beat it,
Yeah.
but I got back into playing Gears. But too many
Mm.
people kept calling wanting to play that, so I just hadn't stopped. I haven't even
Like
beat one of my
Gears
favorite
ain't
games, Mass
Ge-
Effect, because
yeah,
of Gears.
man, yeah. Gears is not getting their flowers.
Oh,
Gears
oh, oh, hold on, honey.
DLC.
Let me stop you. Let me stop you. You just triggered something else. Okay. Miranda, back to me taking notes on Ryan
Mhm.
McCaffrey's bullshit ass show. Okay. Miranda said something to Phil to the effect of uh she likes how the coalition made Gears so the people that didn't play it can learn from the game. That's what all games do. They have a tutorial. I mean, you could either play the tutorial or not play the tutorial.
Ah,
And Phil said that
man.
most games do that already. And then I'm mad at Miranda for this reason only. I'm really upset with Miranda. And uh she said something about Gears, and I'm like, Miranda, you did they sent her to the coalition, so she had this huge write-up on Gears 5. And I'm mad at her because Gears changes every single month. It's something I was playing this morning, and some one of the boomers shot that rocket at me. It hit this water fountain and water splashed out of it. That didn't happen before. Okay, I mean, and I'm a few steps down on this one stage, and water comes out of the fountain. That shit don't happen. It's so many little things that happen in this game that are raising the bar, and Miranda should know that. She never talks about it. She never talk about any of this stuff. I mean, this game it has changed so much, and then people say they don't have a game for the Xbox Series X. Yeah, they do. They do. It's Gears 5, and I play it in Horde. I don't even play the multiplayer because I'm not good enough. So I don't even play the multiplayer. I don't think going 15 and 15 is great, or 17 and 15 is great. When my kids just smoke that, so I don't play it. I just play the horde mode. But so many changes have been made in that horde. It's absolutely ridiculous, and it's always something different. Like every 2 weeks, they add something new, all the way up until they're going to stop with Operations 8. But she could talk about that, but she doesn't. And they invited her to the coalition. to the damn studio. She could easily call somebody and talk about that game because it's steadily evolving. And like I told Shin Snow Elite one time, that the things that they did in the operations before Hive Busters, they put it in Hive Busters. We played elements of Hive Busters before
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
in the horde mode leading up to Hive Busters, and that's how they're doing everything. That's what I can't wait on. Like Shisno Elite was saying in the crowd, he can't wait for the game. I see everything that they're doing in it, and when I was looking at the game, I'm looking at the gameplay, and that's gameplay, sandbox gameplay that you don't see in other games. You just don't see stuff like that. None of us are going to play the game the same way in a shooter, and that's rare in a shooter that you're not going to approach the game the same as someone else would. So it's just too many things going on there. But y'all hitting on some
Li-
good points, man.
life is good. I got to tell you, my guy. Sorry to tell you, G. Ratchet and Clank went wood.
Hey, man. Hey,
I have to tell
hey,
you that motherfucker went
He
wood.
back in here. He back in
hey,
here like
here.
he
Yeah,
should.
he can't. Yeah,
Hey, here.
this
Let's.
is free. This is free. This is free smoke. Nobody's talking about no motherfucking Ratchet and Link. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Ain't
Mm-mm.
nobody's talking about that game. Get the fuck out. Why you come in this month? You coming here to get free smoke? You need attention.
The funny thing
You
is,
know what I'm saying?
uh, 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 is all their video is more popular than Ratchet and Clank.
Thank you. Yup. The
That's
Xbox
bad.
video was
That's
yeah.
bad.
That
That's
shit went
bad.
more
That's
viral
bad.
than Ratchet and Clank.
Yo,
Damn.
that's fucked up.
That shit, well,
Leave the
Man,
microphone.
that shit, well, y'all
Find
throw
another
Ratchet and
niche.
Clank. Y'all throw all these games. Them games don't even think about it. Sony even mention no numbers on Ratchet and Link.
and here's the thing: Ratchet and Clank is a $40 game that they sold to them for $70.
$70. Ain't gonna
And,
probably remaster it again.
definitely gonna remaster it again. And then another podcast talked about how Ratchet and Clank just came out. Well, Sea of Thieves: A Pirate's Life just came out. That's better than Ratchet and Clank, and it's
No, hold on,
damn
hold
sure
on, hold on,
longer than
hold on.
Ratchet
Other
and
thing.
Clank.
I'm sorry, other thing, but no. He is right. He's not lying about the break part. It did broke record. It broke record that the console had broke itself because a lot of people that had their console got
Hey,
broke by
hey,
playing Ratchet and Clank. You right about that?
Flip. Somebody console got broke. What's his name? My bad. Crap gamer. My bad. Hope you got
Okay,
your shit back, G. Yeah, cause
yeah,
that shit broke his shit.
Hey,
yeah, yeah,
Returner was breaking PS5s,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
and
And then,
nobody wanted to talk
and then,
about
yeah.
that shit.
you want to talk?
Amazing Lucas
You want
knows
to
that.
talk to? Thank you. You want to talk about the medium? The medium about to clown the PlayStation 5 because it cannot run it better than the Xbox Series X. It's about to clown
Yeah.
it.
Hmm.
I think Microsoft actually allowed that to happen to show their product that it's better than Sony's.
Hmm.
Nobody's give two fucks, and media was not for everyone. Flip can say
Hmm.
Flip say he didn't not really into the medium. There's a couple of guys I know that really play games that's not really into medium.
Hmm. I'm one of them.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It's not.
And
It's
I can,
not.
and also I can go play medium on Xbox X Cloud right now, courtesy of Xbox. I can play it. If I'm going to play it. I'm gonna try it out.
Hmm. Hey, and you know something else? And I know Rain G4 gonna be mad at me, but I'm gonna keep picking on this boy Ryan McCaffrey. This joker said in that interview, he started by saying, Phil, I know you made it clear about exclusives and how
Oh
uh
my God! Why? Why?
you know where I'm going. he
Why?
said,
Why?
he said, I know you made it clear about exclusives, and then he said, but with you acquiring Bethesda, Ryan, I, I know you can't understand what you read or what you hear, but They bought ZeniMax. They bought everything. So let's start there. They bought ZeniMax. Now, this Joker, he went a roundabout way and he said, well, Elder Scrolls, it was played on a lot of other consoles and people are used to it. And he asked about exclusivity on that. Not only that, he tried to ask a round back way question to see how loyal Todd was with Phil. You know, the leader of Bethesda. And Phil was offended by that shit. And you watch that shit again, Phil was so offended. They had to they closed that part of the show and opened with new questions because he was pissed he asked him that shit. And he told him how close he and Todd Howard were. And he said, hey man, we didn't have to put this shit in writing to pin Todd down and say, hey, you know what, you got to do this. You just can't walk out, you know. And that's the question that Ryan was asking this dude. They'll never ask a Sony executive or especially a Nintendo. First of all, Sony and Nintendo ain't even going to give him an interview. So he'll never talk to Jim Ryan or what's the Mark Cerny.
What did Phil say? Phil said, he's you could it irritating. He's like, come on, man, I can't sit up here. You know what? Because he was mumbling something like, come
Yep.
he didn't like that question at all. And it was blatant obvious that he didn't like that question. Then he said, you know what? Me and Todd, if the deal went through if he did not want to join the Xbox team.
When they all came together, how many times Sarah Howard said I called Phil for something?
At 100, was he not listening to that round table? And he referenced it.
Yeah, he said I called Phil for this when Fallout 76 was fucked up. He said don't worry about it, my guy. I got you. Nobody said they forgot about that
but not just Fallout 76 either. He helped him out with other game that was on previous other platforms because he said it. He said other game that was messed up on other platforms. Phil said, "Let me get my guys over there." We ain't gonna say what platform that was, PlayStation, but I mean they came out and they said it. He said it.
Yeah. They don't listen, dude. They don't listen to shit. And then it's a podcast that I can't stand this one dude, this podcast, Sifted Gaming, but they happen to slip up and have Frank O'Connor on there. Okay. Now, Frank O'Connor is the real leader of 343. Bonnie Ross just run the show. She got the ball rolling and she really begged Frank to come back. She was like, Frank, are you gone for good? He's like, yeah, I'm going to Bungie. And Frank's wife pulled a Flip Money's wife, and she told Frank's wife said, you know what? You don't even like Destiny. So why don't you take your ass back over there to Microsoft and go work on Halo? Because that's where you want to be. He was like, honey, you're right. And they talk about this in this interview. And then Frank said this, because a dude from Sifted, he's almost as bad as Ryan McCaffrey. So he said, he asked him some stupid question and about Bungie versus 343. And Frank said, you know, I hear people say things like that. And we have so many Halo Bungie developers here at 343, when they say Bungie wouldn't have done that, a Bungie guy changed it. He said Halo changes every time we bring a new one out. And a Bungie guy changed exactly what they were talking about. And he just don't say shit. But everybody is going to act like nobody saw that interview. So they keep saying the same old shit when there are more original Bungie members at 343 than that is at current Bungie. Okay. Bungie is not, they don't have a lot of those original Bungie people over there. And then the main storyteller is here.
Old boy just came back. You saw him. No. They made sure they put a title. He had a title this time.
Yeah, they made sure he had a title.
They put a title, but think about it. Kiki was original Bungie.
She came
Franco
on the
Myers.
Bungie late.
Yeah,
Frank
yeah.
came on at
Frank,
Halo too.
Frank. If people don't understand, Frank write books for Halo.
Huh?
Yeah, they don't
He
understand.
wrote
He
on the
write
story of
Halo.
Halo 2.
He writes Halo books.
Yeah. Hey, dude. Also, you said, damn, you just said it. I wanted to get on that too.
I'm gonna let y'all talk. I'm
I'm,
gonna run to the store. I need to get some
I'm gonna
whiskey.
think of it.
This
Oh, I got my
we went
drink
live.
today. It's
Yeah,
just not late enough for me to drink my drink.
I'm finna go in. We got another 30 minutes in us. Flip money, you take over, man. I'm just finna run. I'll be in the store I'll be back like in 15 minutes.
Man, go ahead,
If
go do
that,
what you got to do. Other thing, good enough. You good enough.
yeah.
Go ahead.
He preaching today. He preaching.
Man,
Yeah, yeah. You
100
know
is
how
a
Today,
whole
you know
nother
got
how I
it
matter.
like to
today.
do. You know how I
When
like to
I'm
do. When
being
somebody
quiet.
preaching, I just let them go ahead, do your thing. Do your thing. Yeah, but
Yeah, man.
I mean, yeah, you're right about that. My thing is this. Let me ask you this: why is it so hard for them to accept that? That like you said, well, they thinking most of the Bungie team is still over. Most of the team that Halo is over there at Bungie. Why is it so hard for them to accept that? Just say to themselves, well, listen here, you know what? It is what it is, and I'm gonna just keep pushing. Because it seems to me like, go ahead.
Because they want to keep things going. They want to antagonize and keep things going. And a lot of people, like Vodka said, a lot of people stayed at 343. Initially, a lot of them left and went to Bungie, but a lot of them did stay at 343. That was a big ass team. So, they just kept getting people and so on and so on. And then some of the people that left to go to Bungie, they left and formed their own company like Certain Infinity. That was an original Bungie multiplayer guy that left and formed his own company. Another guy that actually created the Master Chief, so to speak, he left and made his own company. It's not doing too well, but he started his own thing. That's how much money these cats were making, that they could just take off and start their own shit, you know. But a whole now Destiny, I don't play it, but Destiny is a dope ass game. I mean, the control, I like control first. That game control so great, it's ridiculous, That's what I like about it, but I don't have time to play that, Gears, and Halo. But yeah, a lot of people want to gloss over these things and act like they didn't hear what Bonnie Ross said during the Ryan McCaffrey interview, or they didn't hear what Frank O'Connor said in his interview. And like, some people don't want to believe how great. Oh, before I say that, well, I'll go ahead and say real quick. They don't want to believe how great Turn 10 is. Turn 10, they're the shit. Okay, they helped out too many people, but I knew I should have went on my. Oh, here's another thing. Like Ryan McCaffrey. Oh, dude, I'm gonna keep going back to Ryan McCaffrey, Reigns boy. Ryan McCaffrey said
Shaggy
he
do.
said he said you guys have id Tech, implying that id 343 should use id's engine. Phil, look at Phil's face when he said asked this stupid question. I know Phil wanted to say, but they cool. Phil wanted to say, that id engine is not better than the engine that we use in Halo. Have you played Halo and have you played Doom? Doom played dope, but it's not Halo. The world is nowhere near as big as Halo's world, and you don't do this many things that you do on Halo as you do in Doom. It's like, no, uh, id is a great engine, but 343 is good with their engine. Okay. And of course, people could help each other out. Hey, maybe you should do this. Maybe you should try that. That's what they all do anyway. All of these dudes are great, at programming. So I'm sure it's something that they could help them with. But nobody, like Phil said, nobody at Microsoft is using the id Tech engine right now. Is it a dope engine? Absolutely. But they have some dope engines already. And the best one, I think, is Turn 10s. Because they've helped too many people. Like I think I said the other time I was on here, they did the skies and the ray tracing for Flight Simulator on a computer. They
Right.
used another engine and the Turn 10 Forza Tech engine for that. I mean that Forza Tech engine, whatever those dudes over there are doing are something else. You know, I want to hear that guy talk more. One of the leaders over there at Turn 10. I
I
haven't
think
heard him in a while.
I look at it like this. It's the magic of what you can do when you have Microsoft money and how far you can improve engine, which we didn't even know that that engine can do what it is that it's doing, especially that Turn 10 engine with the
Hmm.
that
Yeah,
that that the racing game Forza Horizon. Like
yeah.
none of us knew
It,
that it was
No,
like
we didn't
that.
know it
Like
could get like that. Yeah, we didn't know it could get like that. And this guy, the realest one, he said we haven't seen what the slip space engine is capable of yet. Yeah, we did. And here's how you could see it. In the demo they showed last year that everybody was hating on, they really wanted to show you the gameplay and what it could do. And just that grapple hook was game changing enough. This dude, he used the grapple hook and then slung himself and punched someone. Not only that, a brute threw a grunt through the air. The grunt was holding two sticky bombs. Master Chief shot the grunt in his head. The grunt lets the sticky bombs go, and the sticky bombs still travel to the trajectory of where it was going before it got shot in the head. Okay. Then in the multiplayer they showed at E3, a Joker threw a sticky bomb on the guy as he was flying through, jumping through the air. I mean, they did a lot of things that you could see. Hey, this thing have a. I saw a deeper sandbox. I saw when he used that grapple hook last year in July when everybody thought the game didn't show well. When he shot that grapple hook, he was supposed to keep going straight around the corner to go up that mountain or whatever it was to get to the enemies. He took a shortcut through the grapple hook that way. And then when using the grapple hook to throw to grab one of those exploding barrels. I keep forgetting the name of it. It's just too many things, man. And it's just too many things that I see it coming. And when I'm looking at that, and you guys don't see Gears the way I see Gears, because when I see Gears, I'm playing it on a master level or insane or inconceivable, and there's so many enemies running on the ground, running at me, crawling on the ground, and flying in the air. Is chaotic. Okay. I'm looking at, like the realist one said, we don't know what the engine can do. Well, he's partially right because I want to see what Halo looks like on Legendary. I want to see how hard that thing moves on Legendary and the amount of enemies that are coming at me. And you driving vehicles, you're using a grapple hook to throw somebody else out of a jet. you know it's so many things going on. When I rewatch the video, I try and look at something I'm not supposed to look at and see what's going on over there. But I'm looking to see what the game moves like at legendary speed, like Gears moves at master speed at the highest level, when you really don't see how chaotic things can be. That's what I want to see. So yeah, I see what the realist one is talking about there. But the possibilities I see are a lot bigger than whatever we had in Halo leading up to this point.
I don't want to say I don't want to say what I see, and every time I say what I see or whatever, and it comes to be true, it's somebody named Doctor Vodka. Oh, we jumped on me. Oh, we jumped on
Hey,
me.
I just like
Boy,
to bring
got
out
you.
the truth.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I bet you do.
I'm on the side of justice. I told you that.
Oh,
Yo,
Baka on the
it ain't
show?
no. Yeah, he been in
Yeah,
the
I had to
cutting
go
for
in
the
there,
Okay.
job.
Watch ain't nothing but
Ain't no such thing as justice, Vodka. No, side of truth.
Oh,
Ain't no truth. It's
Hey,
true,
you
because
know
I
what?
actually believe that.
I'm so
We're
glad I
talking
could see the
about.
chat this time.
I'm
I'm
always
glad.
the Xbox.
Hey,
Vok, we was looking for your ass last night. You know what I'm saying? What you think about the
Oh yeah.
Xbox video? And
oh
the
yeah.
Lakers play
I was
less
not a
than me,
was
you.
never a fan of the group, but that shit was funny.
Hmm.
I remember I caught that right when Game Pass put that shit up
Hmm.
because
Yeah,
they
but I
always
got a
with Game Pass always putting out videos and shit like that.
yeah, but I got an issue
Yeah,
with is where I heard so a couple of people told me it was corny.
Nah, dog. That was a real group.
That shit was hilarious.
That shit was funny as hell,
Me and my
man.
daughter was
Bro,
laughing at that stuff. You know, she like, wait a minute,
you forgot
why is
You
that
forgot
series just
Flip
not
got mad
plugged
at
up?
me, right? Remember Flip got mad at me that morning, right? Because remember I got up, right? I came up like the Undertaker, right? And Flip was like, "Let me talk." I said, "Flip, did you see the video?"
yeah, no. The bone has a habit of hold on, like bone. I'm trying to talk before I lose. Kind of, I see what it is.
But
I
I
have a
just saw the
class.
video. I didn't know he saw
Yeah,
it. They
yeah, I
didn't know,
seen
so I
that
was
shit
like,
Oh yeah,
"Flip."
already.
So
he
he
got kind
told
of
me.
beef with them
So
because him,
so
they
so
Ah,
was
so
come
when
on,
the
come
Flip,
men's
on,
roster
come
for a
on,
little
come on,
bit.
Mike.
yeah,
Don't do that,
so
Mike.
Flip,
Don't do that, Mike. Don't do that, Mike. Don't do that.
Flip could have been a member
Don't
of
do
Boys
that.
to Men if it wasn't for that
Don't do
pregnancy scare.
you know what I'm saying? So then
that.
Flip, so then
Oh,
Flip,
oh.
so Flip later
Real,
on.
real
I'm gonna tell
Xbox
you something.
stories
I
going
went to
on right
sleep.
here.
Yeah, I went to sleep. Right, I went to sleep. Went back to sleep because I ain't gonna work until
This
4.
motherfucker
So
woke
I
up
went
early than a
back to sleep.
motherfucker.
I woke up and I saw it. So I went back to sleep. Didn't really listen to the lyrics like that. I was just clowning it because it was fun. I wake up, hit Flip back up. We end up linking back up, and we start listening to the words of the song.
Hmm.
I'm like, oh shit, they throwing out shots, boy.
Hmm.
They is not playing.
That bass
Mm-mm.
juice
And
is
we kept
sad.
on saying, all last night. Who
I heard
approved that?
that.
Greenberg, Aaron Greenberg. You get a ultimate A if you
Yeah,
approve that.
motherfucker, the Game Pass. You watch, you got subscribed to that Game Pass Twitter. That shit is
No,
hilarious.
but the
Hmm.
craziest thing is, shout out to my man PK and shout out to Four Guys with Quarters. Them my guys. PK
Hmm.
told me he didn't know what Flip when me and Flip was talking about that morning until he had saw Fantasy Star Online start retweeting it and other websites start retweeting it.
Hmm. Man, that shit was funny as hell, dude.
Yeah. And I'm like, whoa. I said, I'm gonna do that shit for 2 weeks. That's gonna be my theme music for 2 weeks. I'm not monetizing shit anyway, so shit, they can't get me.
Hmm.
I think Xbox give me a pass, all the shit I do for them for free. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Speaking of, if you go
Once again, got to
on
pay
Amazon
10 cents
right
for
now,
that $20, that 19.99 super
hold on.
chat.
Hold on. If you go on Amazon right now, you can get 3 months for $30. So if you get
yeah,
another three
yeah,
months,
take
which
your
is
ass on
6 months,
Amazon.
it come up to
Oh shit, I'm going over
including
there
tax.
after the show.
Yeah, it's $30,
Yeah,
3 months. And
yeah,
I'm
it's
about to
still
tell
on there.
y'all
I
this.
just did it earlier
I'm
today.
Life is good. I'm gonna tell you this. Life is good. Go check my channel out. I was one of the first persons that put Xbox XCloud on the interweb, playing XCloud at the same time I was streaming on the YouTube, on the live on the interweb. If you see
This
me
is
playing
true.
Gears of War and I'm playing all different games, different type of genre of games. I even played MLB The Show. What Red Dragon is talking about is a bunch of rhetoric. He needs
Yeah,
the
he ain't
clicks.
shit.
He needs
Yeah,
the
that's some
click.
bullshit. Cause
And I
I
used to be
played
a
Black
friend.
Desert on there,
Yeah,
and
I used to be
that
a
never left. That was on there like day
yeah,
one.
yeah. And
Well,
I was a friend with Red Dragon. I had personally no issues to him, but his
Hey man,
opinion base, fuck his opinion.
hey man, I don't mean to bust up the show again to go back to Rain G Force boy and Ryan McCaffrey, but you brought up
okay.
MLB. Let's talk about MLB. Ryan said, Phil, I've told you for years we've wanted a baseball game and you guys delivered. Ryan McCaffrey, see, he don't know that I know his bullshit because he was trying to get Phil to say, yeah, we partnered with Sony. He wanted him to say Sony. Phil didn't bite. He said it. Ryan said Sony. Phil's like,
MLB.
yeah. He said, yeah. We made a deal with the developer, whoever that developer is, and we
Sony. That's San Diego.
Sony San
Sony
Diego or
San Diego.
something.
Sony San Diego.
Phil didn't even say that. He didn't let Sony come out of his mouth. What Phil, I'm gonna translate what Phil said when Ryan McCaffrey brought up MLB, and it's about time we had a game. He's like, yeah, we slapped Sony in the face. We took their game and gave it to our people for free. That's what we did. Gave you a free MLB game. That's what they did. We took the. Could you imagine if Sony took something from Microsoft that was exclusive for years and gave it to their consumers for free? Like this bomb in the chat. One of these
Omar.
jokers that Omar, life is good, and just gave them. Let's say Sony took Gears and like, here, we're gonna give it to Life is Good for free. You don't have to pay for this shit. Do you know Microsoft Xbox will be going out of business again?
Flip already offered them an Xbox jacket. They don't want to take it.
Did.
Hey, other thing.
Yeah.
What's your boy Jeff Keighley got to say about it? Especially
hey,
with
man,
that
I haven't heard from that dude.
What happened to him?
No, you got to ask Rain G4. Rain, and 100 probably have him in the basement. He in the basement with
He's still looking for Mark Trainer.
Yeah, he in the basement with Sean Layton.
People don't understand. Sean Layton works for. He's contracted. He's working for Microsoft now.
No, he don't.
Yes, Sean Layton works for Microsoft now.
No, he doesn't. Ask Rain. Ask Rain.
He's a consultant.
Oh, Rain. Ask Flip.
Rain. No. Ask Rain. Rain. No. Rain got him in the basement. Hey, 100. Okay. He in that basement. Until you see Sean Layton's face, until you see his face, that's Rain doing those tweets.
Oh, okay.
Facts.
Yeah.
All right. Hey.
Y'all running that down?
Yeah, they running a black ops around that motherfucker. I don't know nothing about that shit.
Hey.
I don't know nothing about it. I want to know about it. Nobody better not bang down on none of my doors. Shit.
Hey man, you good? Hey, you good? Cause Flip money. He'll put a pistol in somebody's back. Okay, so you good? Flip got the green light. He don't have to act right. His wife said, "You know what? You act a fool."
He got the green DualShock controllers because xCloud is DualShock compatible.
Mm-hmm.
So get your Game Pass Ultimate.
Motherfucker said, come on, Omar. See, this is the client. I usually do it like the last 10, 15 minutes of the show. Omar, Demon Souls is not dominating nothing. They're not even dominating your grandmother's pussy. So I just say that shit. It's not. I say foul shit in the afternoon. You know what I'm saying? I say a nasty shit. That's what I do. Demon Souls is not a $1 billion franchise. Nobody's playing Demon Souls but the people that like Demon Souls type of games.
Demon Souls is Sony's backwards compatibility that they make people pay for. We're not going to give it to you for free. We're going to sell you this shit for $70. Hey, here's something that I've been wanting to say, and I could only say it in chat. Hideo Kojima ain't shit.
Say that again. Okay. I'm not going around. Or he signed a tentative agreement. I ain't like none of this fucking game since Metal Gear 1 or 2. I'm not going around there saying Hideo is the king. Hell no. I don't give a fuck. Nigga, this is a motherfucker that made a motherfucking game that you were a FedEx man. Fuck that shit.
That game sucked. And then you over here using shit as a bomb? Really? That game, how are you allowed to fail up? And then these jokers over here talking about how great Kojima is. Why didn't Sony keep him? Don't Sony need him? Sony needs a presence in Japan because they fading fast because nobody wants that big ass console the way they bought the last one.
They got a Japanese studio.
Hey,
they just cut one of their studios.
Hey, this one our ultimate last question. Hang on. This is our ultimate last question. Cause you know what I'm saying, cause we, Xbox is all there already, you know what I'm saying. But this the ultimate last motherfucking question: what the hell they going on Change.org talking about if he signed Kojima signed a deal? What these motherfuckers?
Hey man, I told those jokers to send that.
Holy
I said send that petition to me because I'm signing that shit too. Because I don't want his ass over here either. Okay, I even said I said I'll
That's a
sell
good
my
one too,
Microsoft
Marcus.
stock. I'll sign that shit right away. Get Kojima the fuck out of here.
Man,
He's that
motherfucker said, "Well,
garbage and
Kojima,
shit.
no," and I'm looking at Xbox guys. I'm like, that's not a good pickup. I don't care for that pickup. That pickup ain't get a real
Pickup
game.
ain't shit.
He's like when Microsoft picked the when they was messed with Peter Molyneux and with his old
Peter Molyneux.
that old lying ass motherfucker.
Oh, Peter
Prime giving
Molyneux.
you all them promise. That's the lying ass nigga in gaming. I said the N word. I can't. I'm black. Shit, I don't give a fuck.
Hey,
That's one of Fable were good games, but there was thing about it was he made them greater than what they were supposed to do. Remember, he came
yeah,
out with Milo
he was
for the
ambitious.
Connect.
There, Milo was ambitious, boy. My daughter was waiting on that shit.
Milo.
Oh boy,
You know
yeah,
how
Milo
much
was gonna
shit
be sick.
I took for Milo.
Yeah.
I got
Hey,
I got put on a platter for Milo.
Hey, 100. I know you like to entertain your before we get out of here. Your boy here, Xbox Has No Games, want to talk about God of War Game of the Year. Here's what I have to say to anyone
You mean
that likes
director's
God
cut?
of War. Here's what I have to say about this shit. Okay. First of all, somebody show me where the enemy AI is great in God of War. Show me that. Not when you're fighting that one god that you fight all day in the game where you
You fight the
controlling it
same
half the
boss.
time. And yeah, right. The same things that they complained about Xbox for when you're fighting the Guardian. That's a part of the lore of the game, and that's what the Guardian does. But this dude, you're not even controlling him the whole damn fight. You're not. And these are some of the dumbest enemies I've ever seen in my life. That's why I can't play. Now, the to hear people talk about God of War, to listen to the story, I do like the story, but I'm a gameplay first. Man, that gameplay, dude, those are the dumbest enemies I've ever seen. Show me when the enemies are smart. Show me when the enemies are the level of Ninja Gaiden. That's why I can't play a game like that. Ninja Gaiden is above board. And that's what I may be wrong because I only played Ghost of Tsushima a little bit, but that fighting is not Ninja Gaiden, dude. It's just not that. And don't tell me how Ninja Gaiden don't have real stances. My son is a 8-time world champion. True. 8-time AKA karate organization. This Joker went to Florida when he was 9. Okay, that's remember how sometimes you'll be up in ESPN to show uh this big ass karate tournament at like 1 or 2 in the morning. My son was at that shit. 5 events, placed in all 5 events, got first in fighting. And it was literally a world tournament. It was people from all 7 continents. I know Christopher Hart don't know what a continent is, but it was people Mm.
Oh
from
shit.
all
Oh,
7
shit.
continents
It's
Yeah.
at
Southern.
Florida.
Southern.
Okay, they were all
Oh my
there,
god.
and I mean it was huge. So, in the stances that they have in Ninja Gaiden, man, the way he sheathed his sword back, man, that shit is restaurant quality. So don't come to me talking
Yeah.
about the God of War, how great it is with that cheesy ass stupid
Yeah.
enemy AI. Don't come to me with that shit.
All y'all motherfuckers talking about motherfucking Sunset Overdrive. You wasn't supporting the first Sunset Overdrive. Shut the fuck up.
Same,
Shut
because I
the
didn't.
fuck up.
I hated Sunset Overdrive. I know a lot
I
of people
loved it.
liked it. I
I
hated that game.
the last DLC getting on my nerve with the robot shit. It's kind of hard. But them motherfuckers are smart as hell. But y'all didn't like Sunset Overdrive just because Sony
Hmm.
owns them now.
Tell them
Thing
to
about
shut
it
the
is,
fuck up.
Sony Santa Monica's down the street from my motherfucking. I roll by that motherfucker every day I go from work.
With his
I'm
middle
gonna
finger
walk through
up.
that shit. I don't care about y'all. Want to sit there? Y'all didn't support that shit. But when they turn pony,
Baka.
When they turn
Yes,
fucking
I'm
You
here.
heard that, right,
y'all
Rock?
know y'all want to learn that shit. Fuck
You
y'all
heard that,
old
right, Rock?
motherfucking fuck y'all
What?
degenerate
Where?
ass
They
bastards.
live
Y'all
right
some
by. You live right by
y'all
on
some
77
motherfucking
Michael.
man, that's
That's
a
all I'm gonna
motherfucking
say.
man, they
All I'm
some
gonna
Yeah,
say.
motherfucking
they get
man, they some
infiltrated.
regenerate ass fucking hypocrites. Why you're using all these words? For one is I'm not looking for no motherfucking uh nothing off of this. This shit is for free. I'm giving this word for free. This is free word. Free word
Tear
advertising.
gas is what it is. It's not free words.
They're
It's
free
tear gas
words.
using that
I'm saying,
Asian orange.
yeah. Fuck y'all and talking about a sunset. Sunset these nuts. Sunset this hot piss. I'll piss on your motherfucking PlayStation. Like my man
When the
T
R.
Rock
Kelly get in
do.
here?
Nigga.
When the R. Kelly
Yeah,
get in
that's
here?
I
relevant.
ain't with that. I'm showing all games. This is all my motherfucker. You see the diverse of games that I play. So you can't say I don't play no games. I don't hide behind no motherfucker. I don't hide my achievements, and half my guys don't have it either. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better keep y'all shit on point. Cause I was waiting for this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's all there.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Call him again.
Bitch ass motherfuckers.
The realest one is right again. He said PlayStation people, they just talk about exclusives because they're exclusives. They don't play that shit.
They
They
don't
don't
buy
they don't
it.
play that shit. And they don't
They
buy
And
it for
don't
the money.
excuse
fucking
me,
buy
can,
them.
can I interject, please?
No,
Go ahead.
no.
Go ahead.
It's
Check this
all
out.
there.
Check this out.
All there.
I've been looking all this time since that weird messaging chat came in. Demon Souls is not listed anywhere on the internet for numbers sold. I
Because
tried
it ain't shit.
Demon Souls PlayStation 5. So then they give you those estimated PlayStation 5 numbers from November. I
No,
tried doing Demon Souls 2020. I
from
get
CD chart.
Dark Souls. I get Dark Souls is the only game that pops up.
Oh
There
shit.
is no
You go
numbers
fact check.
anywhere
You go
online
fact check your brother.
saying that Demon Souls is dominating. I know they dominated Luke Smith's PlayStation 5 when it got stuck in that motherfucker when it broke.
Cause it's
Yeah, man.
all there. It's all there. That shit is
Hey
all there
man,
for.
your boy Mr. Kima, I missed this. Mr. Kima was talking about how about all that fog in God of War? He's talking about at distance. Hey man, I've been saying my boy Ram and I we talk that shit all the time. Sony's game is loaded with fog in the background. People want to talk about mountains appearing in a demo from last year on Halo's game. Well, that was clouds that were popping in. You can't see that far in Sony game. Ratchet and Clank have so much fog. The jokers at Digital Foundry said it was light pollution. I'm like, what the fuck?
Man.
He
Yeah,
actually
man, I heard
said
that
that
shit
shit.
fucking.
But
Man.
he was
Horizon
That's the
Horizon Zero Dawn
SSDs
2.
overheating. The
Yeah,
SSDs overheating, bro.
Horizon
That's
Zero
that's
damn
Dawn
right.
was not the best looking game on the interweb. No,
No,
it's
it is
not.
not. The fuck out of
Shut
here with
the
that
fuck
shit.
out
It
of
was
here.
like the
them damn
same
Okay?
game.
SSDs was
You fucking with
overheating.
the real thugs right here. Internet, you the real Xbox
It's the
internet thugs
same
popping.
damn game.
I
It's the
It's
seen
the
them
same
damn
it was
damn
the
game.
comparisons
same
of the
play, same
the
fucking game.
cutscene and the gameplay. Now that look like two different games.
How the bitch supposed to be 21? She look like 81.
Yeah, she lived a hard life, man.
Y'all
The
don't want to get
internet was
on.
killing that chick.
Y'all want to get on y'all want to get on Halo shit. That's
Oh,
come on.
yeah.
Y'all want to get on that. That is a alien. That's a human being. I know black don't crack, but white crack like that. I don't know.
Oh man, when they said she
Oh
needed to
shit.
lose some weight, I
Oh, this is
died laughing.
Oh, this motherfucker. I can't take this thing nowhere.
that's
See,
yo man.
I'm telling you, man. I've been holding this shit
You're
in.
not lying.
I've
You're
been
not.
holding this shit in. I've been nice. I've been trying to be educated with the community of gaming.
Hmm.
But
Hey,
fuck.
That shit
cordial.
don't work, honey. They don't listen.
Yeah, so I got to
Shit.
get in. I got to get back medieval. Like, well, I won't mess with you. I don't give a fuck.
They don't. You had to get ignorant on them.
But that's what I can't. That's when I started off on the interweb is being crazy. I have to go out the box. It's got to be entertaining. None of y'all. Hang on, we had damn near 40 people in this motherfucker at one time. That is crazy. And we've been going on for damn near
Hey,
2 hours.
100. These jokers are your podcast is for the learned. Ain't that right,
It's
Vodka?
for
For the
the
learned
initiated.
of the community.
That's the
Shit,
initiated.
I'll be damned. Well,
I'm
I
like,
can't
I'm
even get nothing to eat now.
I
But
got
Uh-oh.
that's all right. That shit ain't important.
and hang
Eating
on.
is
Yeah.
Let's
overrated.
talk. Hang on, let's talk about this shit too. Cause
Before
hey,
you get
hey,
that
we in the game here.
Cabernet,
Hang
Hey,
on,
my Cabernet sitting right there. I'm looking at it. I'm about to
yo,
turn that shit up at 8:30.
yeah. Yo, hey, let's go with this. Uh since we on fire right now, we gonna keep it on fire. Know what I'm saying? Y'all don't got to like, subscribe, and none of that shit. I don't give two fucks. But Digital Fuckery came out. Shout out to Xbox 448. He made that shit up. I don't take nothing. I give credit where credit is due. But them motherfuckers came out and said that the PlayStation 5 cannot do RDNA 2. They
Of
came
course it can't.
it
We knew
ain't
that
got
shit.
it.
and they said that
When did they come
they
out and
said
say it?
that
When did they really come to this
somebody
realization?
sent a message on Twitter today when I was bullshitting the public on Twitter when I got up.
Mm-mm.
When I was sending you all that shit, Flip.
Okay.
They were saying that their RDNA is software based, where Xbox Series S and X are hardware based.
Well, AMD told us that when they gave us that press conference and never said PlayStation shit when they were talking about RDNA 2. It wasn't on the
Yeah.
slide. It wasn't on a damn thing. And when Mark Cerny and Jim Ryan lied, they didn't say shit about RDNA 2. When you don't have something, you don't say shit about it. Sony has been very, very quiet. Just like the Joker hunting rabbits from Looney Tunes. They are very
Oh
quiet over
shit.
there.
Elmo.
They ain't got
He called
shit to
him. He
say.
called him motherfucker
Elmer
Elmo Fudd.
Fudd. There you
He
go.
called him Elmo Fudd. That's fucked up.
Yeah, motherfuckers very, very quiet over there. They ain't got
That
shit to
motherfucker
say.
said, bad, quiet. I'm hunting.
You got nothing to say.
That
From
nigga
this day,
fucking
I'm
CPU.
watching the feed right now. From this day, Quantum Break, look, 85% of what the fucking ponies got.
And they hated on
Original
that game.
Quantum Break. And they talking, I
You
want
know what?
Quantum Break too.
I'm inclined to believe what Vodka said. That shit, that PlayStation 5 is supposed to be the real pro. And
It was
fucked
supposed to be
up.
what?
It's for a
It was
point. It's
supposed to
for a
be a
point.
pro.
It's basically all the promises about the pro.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Well, like
4.5.
the first one I heard say that was Post Up when he said that thing was supposed to come out in 2019. And they got wind of what
Yeah.
Xbox is doing. It was like, oh shit, we got to change a few things. That's where that Lincoln
The
Navigator
combat, the
radiator came
motherfucker,
from.
hey, the one
But
in.
when you
That's
have to
biblical.
overclock when you gotta overclock your system, you gotta overclock your CPU and your GPU and make it dynamic. Shout out to my man. We had a little argument about that shit last night. Shout out to One Over Dragons TV. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
Mhm.
go watch this shit on Saturday afternoons before Xbox has no games. We was talking about it last night. I'm like, they have to
Yeah, it
overclock
was.
it. I said they had to overclock they shit. Microsoft said Microsoft can actually put in the BIOS a software shit in the BIOS. They want to overclock anything. Thing about it is the difference between Microsoft and PlayStation. They was working with AMD. PlayStation said, "Make me something, and we're gonna deal what we have to do with it." They gave them motherfuckers a CPU and a GPU that anybody can get.
And they
Well,
said,
Xbox
"I'll
said, "I
buy
And
want
that
you
for a
Microsoft,
dollar."
Microsoft can do a lot of things virtually to increase the power. You know the power because what they're saying that even with the doing the assets so that you do the rendering to save on the memory would actually make the Series X an equivalent of 36 teraflops, and that would also make the motherfucking Series S 24.
Well, I thought it was 24 for the Xbox because the
It's
Series S because
25 for it's for
25 or
that Series.
24, I thought. Because it
Yeah,
said
because
that go ahead.
it's because okay, because you got the virtual already, but then with them loading in being able to load in the only the necessary
Hmm.
objects, saving that power. That's all that extra power going into other things, and then
They
you can
had
actually
a
use the ray tracing, what have you. When they had that
Jason.
demonstration, where they had that shit with the
There
motherfuckers
you
with the
go.
thing that looked like in that classroom, and they had like
Those games.
the drawing.
Those game stack videos. I have to because
Yeah,
that stuff is up there, and I have to watch that again. But uh, I remember that. I remember that well when they had that video about that. There's a lot of those game stack videos that explain this thing, and I wonder what they. I don't know what they're waiting on, but when it's activated, I can't wait to see this thing at full strength.
Go.
If Gears look the way it looks today and play the way it plays today, I'm looking forward to this, to seeing what else they offer this thing.
because they opened up what the RDNA two is getting all the features getting opened up soon, right?
Man, I
It's
got a mouse.
something about that thing, man, and that velocity architecture.
In the velocity
They using,
architecture hasn't even started yet.
yeah, they're using some of it now, but it's not all the way there. From what they were saying, but I want to be here when that goes down there. Looking forward to
Yeah,
that.
because remember Jason Rano, when they did the first
Hmm.
like showing State of Decay and what have you, and everybody's talking about how fast it was when they were loading up State of Decay. They were like, "Oh, we got to make another video because that's not even with the velocity architecture."
Hmm.
Hey, Vodka. How many people playing State of Decay? And who's playing Returnal?
Yeah, it's like 10 million playing State of Decay. It's like
State
three
of
people
Decay
playing
is even
Returnal.
out has started getting contracted people that work on that stuff while they working on because they working on State of Decay 3, and they still said they got a whole bunch of updates coming for State of Decay that they haven't even decided to talk about for State of Decay.
I put because people are
Hmm.
playing those games.
Hmm.
People are playing these games.
That's
Nobody's
why I
playing these
wanted to
Sony
ask,
games.
uh, with as much money as they've invested in that, with all these updates damn near every month.
And they talk to us every
Isn't
week.
that isn't that AAA? Isn't that
Huh?
AAA money, quadruple A money going into that and Sea of Thieves?
Oh,
Hell yeah.
definitely,
All these updates.
definitely. I could only
Since they want to talk about
imagine.
AAA experiences, how much
Right.
fucking money they do for all these free updates that they put in there?
Hmm.
Man. I've been
Hmm.
with CFDs from day one. I met Craig Duncan, one of the head developers, the HNIC of fucking CFDs.
Should I
Hmm.
And
ask
I
them to put a
asked him
bed in the clothes nest for you?
and I asked him about, remember Ubisoft supposed to come out with a game like that shit? He said, I
Skull
ain't
and
scared
Bones.
of
They
that
just making a
shit.
TV show now.
Yeah. He said, I wasn't scared. He said, I ain't scared of that shit. I said, okay. He said, when you go home, just go reboot, see if these are gonna get an update. I
Hmm.
said, I'm gonna get an update. He said, man, anybody that been with us from day one, we giving that update to.
Hmm.
And
I
people like,
remember.
why you don't play State of K now? I mean, well, why you don't play CFDs now? I've been playing these games from fucking day fucking one. It's only so many games I can play.
Hmm.
You
I
want to
don't
call
I
that
need a
even.
break.
playing? You want
I
to call
don't
that
even.
playing?
They don't do nothing but
You
lock
just
me
sit,
up in jail.
you
They
just
don't
sit
do nothing
getting
but
into the
lock me
clothes,
up in
bro. So I
jail
don't know if that kind
anyway.
of play.
They locked me up
That
in jail. The last
What,
time
that
I
what
was
kind
one.
played
of
them,
clip
oh
play?
my God, they locked my ass up.
That was one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life, dude. That
They
shit was
locked me up.
hilarious.
Now I told you when I said, I told them let me drown. I actually let the dudes that was jacking the bar
Well,
said take all our shit. But
Hmm.
and
you
then they
know
talking about
what?
come help.
Next time, do your fucking job. Then you won't have to be locked up in the jail.
I was doing
You
my
don't
job.
do
I was
no
getting
job,
drunk
nothing.
on the boat.
Bone, shut up.
I was getting
Bone,
drunk
shut
on
up
the
before I
boat and
kick
get
you off the
fucked in real
podcast.
life.
Bone, just shut up before I kick you off the
How you
podcast.
gonna kick me on my
I'm gonna kick
own
you
Who
off.
podcast?
say you to get drunk?
Because I got it like that, nigga. Stop it. Stop fucking
You
lying.
ain't,
You know
man.
over
I
there
was doing
drinking and
my
talking about
job.
Mm,
you drunk.
Hey,
talk
Wasn't
about
while
doing
one,
I was
Microsoft
doing
shit.
my
doing
job.
that.
Man, I was
while
doing my
100,
job.
while
I was
100 was
drinking.
talking about you get things, how they keep adding things to games that people play. I don't even play Sea of Thieves, but I heard through a few of the podcasts that if you turn it
That's how
on,
you can make money.
you get something Halo. You got a suit or a some
Yeah.
I got,
decal
I
or
got, I
I
got the
like them
Halo. I
both
got the
colors,
Halo
man.
boat. I
yeah,
got the
Halo
Halo
boat or
boat. Yeah,
something.
with the
Yeah. If you
UNSC
could,
flag.
Yeah,
It's
I
on
just turned it
sale.
on just so I could
Hey,
get that.
hey, flip. Remember I was talking about the water
you get
when we
I
first
Halo,
got
you
it?
enjoy in the
get
dark.
No,
Rainbow.
no. And remember I was talking about the
Gears of
water and Sea of
War.
Thieves, and how many people
Yeah,
fucking ridicules me. They call me
yeah.
everything but the child of God, like certain people say.
Oh shit.
Hmm.
I'm like, that water can make your seasick.
Yeah, man, that game does look good.
Other thing,
Yep.
you would probably like the Gears of War because it's quite a few of them. It's Gears of War, it's Halo, it's what's the other little game? Would you be flipping around the
Ori,
little heart thing? Ori and it's
the Ori.
I forgot what else it
Um,
is. Yeah,
I
it's
got
a
the
lot of them.
Joanna
A
Dark
lot of them.
one when they was giving that out on
Yeah,
Mixer.
it's that one.
I played a little bit
Um,
Yeah.
of Ori. I played a little bit of Ori.
Oh
Ori
yeah,
ain't
all them
nothing but
cosmetic,
Ori ain't nothing but a
yeah,
all
they got that for the boat on CME.
yeah, they got
Oh,
on the
whoa,
board.
they have
I got
Ori on
all of it.
there?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
got Ori
No kid.
in Gears of War. They got all that stuff
No
on there. I
kid.
got all of them.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know how I
The
got all of
mass,
them.
Okay.
I got
the front
all
of
of
the
them.
boat. You get on the Gears of War one. You get a lancer in the front of your boat.
Yeah.
So is it over? Can I still get it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't
I
even know
don't
how I
know.
got
I already
Damn.
got. I got that stuff because I logged in on these.
I don't know
it.
how I missed that shit.
I think I got it because I was playing it day one. Just
I'm
me and
glad you
this one
said
chick.
something
I
though.
was good there. I used to watch the streams whenever they was talking about giving away. So I watched Sea
I'm
of
glad
Thieves
you
on
hey,
said
hey,
YouTube.
hey.
something about that though, because now I'm not gonna miss out on that Amazon $30 for Game
Oh no, you better
Pass.
go get that shit. I'm
Uh,
finna
You
give it
gotta,
away
you gotta get
I'm
up
gonna
to
give it away tomorrow
2026.
afternoon.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
getting that shit.
yeah. Hey, Vodka, what the ponies is saying?
What's up?
It's not fair. It's not fair.
Oh,
This motherfucker wrong. Take it away, Bone.
It's not
That's
fair.
messed
It's
up, man.
not fair. That's it. Hey, we was that shit, mate. Like
It's
I
bugging
say,
out yesterday. It's all there. Just
all
going
day.
around this shit.
Hey, we was cracking.
Taking it
We was
all.
man. We was
The
sitting
fuck?
there clowning, and y'all didn't know we really wanted to go on, but we didn't have the juice. But man, shoot, what y'all want to say at the end, man? Y'all can say what y'all want to say at the end.
That's
We
it,
went over
man.
2
Great
hours.
show, man. Man,
Fuck
you
you
could do
so
this show again because at the beginning, when I came on, Flip Money and Rain had so many points um, in what they were saying, man. I mean, I was like, damn, 10 topics. It's jokers you could have talked about up
Yeah.
in there.
Here you go. I'm gonna give a shout out to the dick sucker. Um,
oh
I'm gonna
damn.
give a shout out. I'm gonna give a shout out to the dick sucker on Life is Good. Um, Omar. Xbox have no game. Motherfucker who like fucking people grandma in VR. The other motherfucker who take his drawers, his old on whitey tighty and pull up his ass like they tongue. And Omar, you just a lost cause. That's all I got to say to you, Omar. You lost. You pathetic. You have no life. You want to join the community, and I keep telling y'all, I will give y'all an Xbox jacket. All you have to do is come to my classes on Sunday, and I will give you the right psychological treatment that you need. And one more thing. Uh, hashtag find Jeff Keighley because I think you're on top of the building. He's trying to hang himself from his ears.
Yeah,
Cause
from
it's
blowing this
not
shit.
fair. Not
Rain
fair.
G4 got him in the basement too. Ask him.
Yeah, all I had to
Well, I
do
hope
was
you
speak
beat
the
me
Y'all
to
ticket.
it
throw in
before
the
I go
chat.
over the Xbox.
All I had to do was
Let Zeke know that he need to be on the show more often
all
instead
I
of hiding out.
all I had to do was take his fake J's.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, you know,
Hey, yo,
hey,
check this
next
out,
time
man.
I'm
Hey,
on,
yo.
I know we gotta go. We gotta talk about them damn
Wait a
shoes.
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute,
but
wait
he's
a
gonna
minute,
blow
wait a
it. He
minute,
blowing them
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
wait a minute. Hey, yo, I want to say something real quick. I want to say
Go
something real
ahead,
quick.
Bat.
Now you
Oh
come
shit! This
back talking
motherfucker
about you
back from
want
his.
to say
This
something.
motherfucker came back from his
Hold
candy
on, wait,
coma.
wait,
It's
Eating all
not
that
the white
candy. He done
people.
came
wait,
back
hold
from
on,
the
wait, wait,
Didn't
candy
I,
wait, wait.
lady.
Real quick, real quick,
didn't I tell you
real
you was
quick,
going to do that?
real
All right,
quick,
go ahead, do your thing.
real quick, real quick, real quick. Yo, that knockout kid, yo, that knockout city, man. That shit fun as
See, I
hell.
know.
Yo,
See,
download that shit, man. We on that bitch, man.
yeah, we finna go
What is
for.
that?
Yeah, we finna go. Hey,
You
it's
look.
a
The
dodgeball
dodgeball
game from
game.
EA.
Oh, that you
Oh,
already
you
Hey,
talked about that.
fucked
we
Okay.
up,
about to
nigga.
go there now. Yeah, yeah. It's not gonna be fair for a couple of individuals because I'm about to fuck somebody. You're about to get me evil
You
on
gotta
That's
get
there.
all I
you gotta
wanted to
get you gotta
say,
get
man. That's
your
all I wanted to
revenge.
say. Hey, man. That's all I wanted
You
to
need to
say.
get your
Me and Beam,
revenge. 'Cause
yeah, yeah.
they got
Me and
you.
It's
Beam,
not
me and Beam.
fair.
It's not fair. I'm the moon in the sky.
It's all
PlayStation, you won't be
there.
there. You won't be
It's not
there.
there.
Oh shit.
And they call us a bunch of frauds and everything. I don't care what you call me. Tell your mother's a man. I don't care. Shit.
I'll be there.
Oh shit.
The
For
nigga
better
said,
or worse,
no, that
for
no, that
PlayStation do
motherfucker
its
said,
part.
Get the
what did he say?
spoon.
He said for all the enhancement games to the full next gen. I say, yo, these
It's
motherfuckers is
not fair.
How
Not
much of
fair.
all
the
the
next gen
enhancement
enhancements
games.
cost?
You
Microsoft
know
did
what?
that
Hey,
on vodka. Chocolate pudding in a cup.
hey, hey, hey,
The
hey,
spoon. Hey, how much of the enhancements cost that Microsoft giving in Game Pass?
but we gonna end the
Yeah.
show with that song. We're gonna end the show with that song. We're gonna end the song with this stuff, but with that great marketing thing that they did. I don't know. No, because they're not Aerosmith. They're not no motherfucking Maddie something
John Bon Jovi.
y'all. Yeah, none of
But
that.
the
Yeah,
motherfucker was always on the goddamn TV back in the day.
like,
Hmm.
because they
Billy
had a hit.
Mays. Hmm.
You know, I heard for some Xbox guys yesterday. I was in a party with. I don't know who the fuck you. I don't know who the fuck Aerosmith is. But I done never
Oh,
closed my
You know who
eyes.
Aerosmith
That's
is?
all I fuck.
Oh,
Yeah, I know who
Aerosmith
Aerosmith
is
is,
dope.
but yeah,
oh,
but all I know is I don't want to close my eyes.
Oh
I don't
hell
want to
no!
fall asleep because I miss you,
yeah,
baby.
but that's what the
That's
pony's
all.
saying now.
Yeah.
He over
What
there.
the
They
me?
over there. I don't know why they want to bring us that PP game from R. Kelly edition and shit.
Oh shit.
Shit.
Because they want to see that Ultra 4K.
Well, you
What
know what
Ultra
I
4K?
told you.
Hey,
You know,
they put
you know
8K
what
on
I
their
told you,
box.
bro.
For
They put
You
what?
know what I
8K
told you,
on their
bro. What they should have been
box.
saying, right? This, what Microsoft should have did, they should have did Usher. That's what they
Oh,
should have. They should have did Usher and wrote
now you go because I said commercial.
a heartwarming message to the pony. You got it back. You don't got no game.
Yeah.
Oh,
What they gonna say? It burns when they talk about their PlayStation 5. It burns.
yup, let it burn.
Burn.
People like can't stop the fire.
We
Yo,
got liquid metal.
liquid
It's like
He
a
said we got
metal.
liquid metal.
Can't stop that fire. Somebody and have on the video somebody with a lighter,
yeah, they put
flicking the lighter.
SD with the
Uh, uh,
fires.
ladies and
Hmm.
gentlemen, we're gonna come out. We're gonna come out a hit that's There's gonna probably be more than any PlayStation game that came out this year, and we're just gonna play this shit right now. We're gonna play the full thing, and we're gonna leave out with this. Um, and yeah, you can call me an asshole or bitch ass nigga. I don't give a fuck. But this shit gonna have more. This shit gonna have more views than any PlayStation shit. So let's go.
Hey, Xbox have no game. Suck 15 million dicks.
This motherfucker still talking about them estimated numbers for the end of the year.
That's the only. Listen
That
here.
is
That's all y'all go.
estimated
That's all y'all
14
gonna
million
get.
that they believe they might have at the end of the year.
Listen here.
That's what
That's
that is.
all
Those
you
are
gonna get.
projected numbers for the end of the year is 14 million.
Hey, Vodka,
And
but
after
wait.
that, it's done.
Yup.
Yeah,
Y'all
oh yeah,
not
because
gonna get
the
no
chip
more
shortage, them the
into.
last PlayStation. You better go find
Yup.
that dude
It was the
on
last.
Wall Street Journal. The Wall Street Journal was talking about in that garage with the PlayStation.
Come on.
I tell you, they're not gonna
That's
get
where all
no
them
more
PlayStations
consoles
got
until
sold
the
is
end
at.
of
They
next year.
in that boy's house where he got
How much?
$1.6 million in
Yeah,
revenue
in
from them
revenue.
selling PlayStation.
Yep.
I want to know how many consoles Microsoft is going to sell once Sony is waiting to the end of next year. Because apparently Microsoft is still have consoles and stuff being manufactured.
Well,
Not
you
as
know they
fast,
already
but they
doing
still got it.
they already doing things, but then they already doing things to remedy that because they're gonna make it so that you can use XCloud to play the next gen game
He said
if you
Xbox
don't
don't
have
have
one
no
of the next gen.
exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
Xbox don't have no
So
exclusive.
I think a
Y'all
couple
don't have
there's quite a few
Bethesda.
exclusives coming out just this month alone. What
Mhm.
they say, six
Bone,
exclusive,
they say
6 months, 50 GB.
the audio is not playing, Bone. He just want to show y'all the video. I don't
Oh,
know
they
why.
ain't playing it. Also,
No, they say they can't hear
got
it.
me. So
Oh.
YouTube got me.
It's
So
all right.
fuck.
Xbox
It's
have no game.
over.
Oh
It's
shit.
all right that we don't have no game, but we
Bitch ass
no
niggas,
exclusive,
it's
but we got
over.
Bethesda. We got good
PlayStation ain't got no.
Bethesda.
PlayStation has no Japanese studios. Microsoft
Wow.
does.
We out. We in the
Peace.
Xbox party. Y'all want to talk about it? Come in the Xbox party. All y'all ponies, y'all welcome to come in this shit too. I
No,
got
yeah,
this right
no,
here.
yeah, like a party.
Like
let me
I'm
do it
coming in
then.
like a party.
Joe be laughing like hell.
Let me do it. Let me do it then. Bone slack.